This is Flo Rogan, and this is The Art of Rhyming, episode 60. Just because you rhyme doesn't make you an artist. You know how we do. And this is another very special episode for me personally. We got Sayzee repping St. Catharines, Ontario, not too far from Toronto. I remember this dude from way back when I was trying to get my shit together, like just before 2010. Pen is A1 since then to now. One of the biggest discographies in Canada, man. Highest quality. And we're just going to get right into it. He's there right now. Peace, Sayzee.
Peace, brother. How are you?
There he is, man. Thank you for joining, man.
What's
How's
good?
Not much, man. Just beating the heat, bro. I'm staying out of the heat personally. I don't handle it well. How about you, bud?
It's hot, bro. I don't dig that shit. I don't like
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Not
it's
for
rough.
you?
No, nah, I don't like it.
Yeah, man.
I stay in the AC. I'll go at night.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah,
you, man.
yeah,
So,
man.
yo, it was cool seeing you at the Asen Danielson show. I actually been on a trend lately, like meeting up with people I interview before I interview them. So it was
Okay.
cool meeting you first time.
Yeah, brother.
What did you think of that show, by the way?
Yo, yo, bro. Like, it gave me a different perspective on doing shows, man. Watching these guys go back and forth, joint for joint and shit. Like, Ason, Ason's really like prolific. The way he speaks, like he could have been a reverend and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
you could tell
yeah.
like the way he like talks to the crowd and the way he had that speech that night and shit like that. Like bro could have been a reverend, bro. Like he's got that like gift of gab for real, for real.
Yeah.
And Dan's just got like this raw. I don't know how to explain. And he picks the right beats, man. This motherfucker picks the right beats, bro. So it's like when you got a good flow and you rap good and you got a good voice and you pick the right beats,
Yeah.
that's a trifecta right
See,
there. You know what I'm saying?
the thing that's cool to me about what Dan does is I feel like he's a lyricist, obviously, but he makes like underground anthems. Like his
Yeah,
songs often play like anthems, man. So it translates well. You know
of
what I mean?
course. And that
And
wordplay is crazy, bro. If you dig in and listen to what he's saying and shit, he be saying some shit, bro.
oh yeah, and then Asen
Yeah,
could slow down the whole room and just talk. You know what I mean? He's like you were saying. You know what
I'm
I'm
telling
saying?
you, them
It's
guys, if they don't go on tour like that, it's a shame. Cause God, man, they got something there, man. They really had some shit there. Like,
Yeah, I feel like they said that, this is just the beginning. I hope
I'm
that's the
hoping.
case. I
Yeah, I hope
told
so
them, yo, if
too.
you ever want to make an announcement, my platform's yours,
Of
please.
course, of
You know what I'm
course. Yo, like
saying?
it's good to see like honestly, like with all the fraudulent bullshit that's being pushed on everyone every day, it's good to see like two dudes who mean it and they're winning together on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like Canadian
Yeah,
dudes too. Like so
yeah,
it gives you something to look forward to, you know what I mean? Like especially if you're young coming up. Like I didn't
yeah.
really see that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like the guys who were popping when we were young, they were like already out of reach. Like you couldn't really, you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I'm gonna get into that because bro, like, but I'm gonna give you an introduction. People want to see, your body of work given respect. So I'm gonna give you a long-winded introduction for in
Okay.
a second here. But honestly,
Yeah.
when I tried to get my shit together, like around 2010, that's when I found out about your shit, man. And I'm just, you were deeper in that shit than I ever was.
Yeah.
But I just want to know what the hell was going on at that time in the places you were. We're gonna get all into it, man.
Okay,
So.
yeah.
But I'm gonna give you an introduction here, man. So it's a rare occasion where I actually interview an artist that had some sort of impact on my formative years as an artist. But Sayzee is one of them. First discovered his music in the late 2000s through Hip Hop Canada's website. That was an important page at the time for sure. This was
Yeah,
a
man.
distinct era in Canadian hip hop in general, where a lot was changing. It was moving to the internet. And
Yeah,
up to that point, you pretty much knew how dope you were in your neighborhood or high school or what you saw on TV, the limited artists. But now you're getting to see what Canada has to offer. And when I stumbled upon your shit, I was like, oh man, this is where the top is at. You know what I mean? It gave
thank you,
me a kick
brother.
in the ass at that time, bro, to be honest.
Thank you,
So,
bro. Thank you. And see, even like back then, like I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing, bro. I really
right.
didn't. Like even with making music, like I was still figuring myself out so bad back then. It was like I was making all kind of like out of pocket shit and just like trying to be like I was trying to do like funny shit. So like I was doing all like the meme rap kind of before that was like a thing. I was trying to add like comedic value to my earlier shit because in real life, like I tell a lot of jokes. I like to laugh. I bullshit a lot. So people used to tell me like, put that in your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was trying to find my like, you know what I mean, my footing and shit. But it didn't happen for a long time, to be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that, man. For me, it's mind-boggling that I only rediscovered your music a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Only to find out.
I remember I reached out to you. I reached out and I was like, yo, this was like shit, the start of last year. I think I did the Dystopian Ninja project with Nugs. And I had
Yeah,
reached out to you and shit. And I don't remember what happened, but yeah, I remember reaching out to you and shit for sure. Cause I saw you covering like, you know what I mean, underground rappers and shit. And I'm like, okay, this guy's like in my lane, you know?
yeah. No, it was a trip when you reached out too, man. It's been months in the making, but I'm true to my word. You know what I'm saying? Here we
Yeah,
are.
you held it down. You held it
You know
down.
what I mean?
We're here, bro.
So.
Hmm.
So yeah, man. Again, you have one of the biggest discographies in Canada. You know what I'm saying? I heard you say maybe only Mocha has a bigger discography than yours. I don't know how you
I
keep
think,
track of that
yeah.
shit, but
Someone told me, someone was like, yo, Mocha, because one time I was like, yo, I might have the most albums out of like, you know, underground Canada. And then this dude tweeted me and he's like, no, Mocha only has like 98 albums. I'm like, fuck,
oh
okay. Like,
shit,
so
yeah, yeah,
he's got me blown out the fucking water. I don't know how many I have, but
yeah,
it
yeah,
ain't that many. It ain't that many.
yeah, and that's before people were really putting out high volume shit like they are today, right? So yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. And whenever I crowdsource the shit, who should I interview? I do that from time to time. Your name is
Mhm.
right at the top, man. So again, thanks again, man.
That's cool.
Um,
That means like, you know, shout out the people who are actually like supporting the shit and hailing me up and suggesting me because that's dope.
yeah, man. One of the big supporters of yours is Big Al from Buffalo, who I've interviewed a couple of times way back. Man, like
Yeah,
I know he's a good dude, man. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's my
man.
boy. Yeah, I got to joint with him.
Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Cool, man. So
Hell
look,
days.
man, I wanted to get the basic shit out of the way. I feel like a Sayzee interview is not complete without asking about your name change. So let's get it out of the
All
way.
right.
You
Yeah.
went by Scorsese back in the day, right?
So, I went by my first ever rap name was like Spectac, like short for spectacular. That was my
How long?
first ever. This is like when I was 14, maybe.
Okay,
I
okay.
was like a kid, you know what I mean? Like and we just were like all like joking around, like
That's
freestyling. And
we're talking mid '90s right now, obviously, right? We're
yeah,
talking,
this is like, I'm 42, so
yeah,
this is a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
fuck, a
yeah,
long time ago. But yeah, and then I did that for a little bit, and then I changed it to Scorsese, and then it
yeah.
went to Sayzee, like Sese, and then I was getting like, I remember I did a show in Montreal. I think I might have opened for Dead Prez.
Wow.
I think it was Dead Prez. It was a long time ago, but I opened in Montreal, and the guy, like, they paid me to be there and shit, cool, rah rah rah. And he introduced me. He's like, next on stage is Sayzee. And like, bro, it fucked me up so bad. Like, I got on stage and I was like looking at bro, like, really? Like, these guys
That's no
paid me to be
introduction.
here. Yeah, like these guys paid me to be here. Yeah, they're saying my fucking name wrong, so I had to introduce myself. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then after that, I think it was Caesar Leone was like told me to rebrand and just change it to the way it sounds. You know what I mean? And so I did that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was like 2016, so 10 almost 10 years ago.
And I'm assuming Scorsese, you paint pictures with words that you're Italian. That was the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I'm Italian and I like
Right,
movies and shit. So
right.
and me and two of them had a project like 2010 called Taxi Driver,
I peeped
and that
that, man.
was
I found
yeah
that, man.
yeah we put it
Yeah,
out a couple of years ago, just like on the slide. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To meet some requirements back end, but yeah,
yeah. It was dope, man. It was
thank
polished.
you.
So I want to get into like, because I discovered you in the Hip Hop Canada days, and to me, placing you for that time, I'm 44, so we're not too far off age wise. To me,
Hmm.
you were polished for that time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get into the backstory in a second, but I wanted to talk about like where you grew up and shit. I know
Yeah,
you rep St. Catharines. It's
yeah.
mentioned a lot. Were you always there, or did you move around and shit?
I was born in Mississauga.
Okay,
I moved my parents or my mom moved down here when I was young.
right.
So I grew up in Niagara, and then around like maybe 18, I started going back out to the city and shit for rapping and shows and shit like that, right? Back in like Screwface days when the men's had the scary Jay's hat with the fucking woolen fucking ears on it and shit, like them days, you know?
Right, right. And are you Italian at like 100%? Because you have a track called, you got a project called Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Don't pry. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this? Does he have
So yo,
Yugoslavia?
Yugoslavia
What
was
is it?
like, yo, cause I felt at the time like people were trying to erase me off the map, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
that's why I called it Yugoslavia, because at the time I was just feeling like, yo, I was so slept on, and this is like I was starting to get better. I found myself getting better, you know, that rapping and shit. So I was like, yo, I'm actually like getting a little better. Like I can hear it, you know what I'm saying, when I listen to my shit, because I'm real critical about my shit,
Yeah.
you know, as most people are.
Now you sound like you've been analyzing this shit forever, bro. Like the amount of flows and cadences and like the way you've changed your style at will on every track. Like you sound like you've been studying this shit, bro, forever, bro.
I
So,
listened to a lot of music when I was coming up, like when I was young. I used to be
right.
the guy who had like all the tapes and the CDs in his fucking book bag. And like I used to have a little stereo I would bring to school so we would smoke weed at lunch, and like I'd listen to beats and rap and listen to, you know, like Purple Tape and Nas and fucking all this New York shit. So I was really like setting my footing there, like with Mobb Deep and all this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't listen to music now. Like shit, for the last maybe like 15 years, I don't really listen to music. I listen to the homie shit, but that's pretty much it. I'll check a project if like people are really talking about it, just because I
Right,
want to see where people are at, not because I really even want to hear it. Like I don't really
right.
like rap music. Like to listen to rap music now, I'll just bump some shit from the 90s because that's really where my
Okay.
soul's at.
Because you sound like a real student of the game, bro, to be honest.
I'm
Like
not. I'm
I
not,
hear
bro.
like drill flows out of
I'm
you. I'm
not.
like, this guy must be studying everything, man.
I'm
That's how
not, no, man. Like
it's
I'm
just
really,
intuitive
people
for
think
you?
that, yeah, people think that, but like I'm not even a really like a rapidy rapping type motherfucker. Like you could count on hands, like people who've been around me for years who like even seen me rap in person. Like I don't really
Right.
be rapping. Like I'm not one of them like rapidy rappy, like yo, I got a new flow, check it out shit. Like I don't do that. I'm
That,
just like
that,
low key, you know what I mean?
then you just hear shit and pick it up fast, bro.
Yeah,
Because
I
that's
just, yeah, yeah, it just works. It just, I'm at a point now where I was saying this to my boy. It's like, it's just automatic. I don't think
yeah,
when I make music anymore. I sit down, I press
it's
record.
incredible.
I don't even know what my first line is going to be in any song that you've heard in the
Yeah.
last 10 years,
A,
right? Like I
A,
just
A.O.
put it
Biggs is
down.
like he's a magician. It's fucking incredible. A song that wrote on and off most of his life. Like
Yeah.
the amount of your versatility is off the charts, man.
Thank you,
I put
bro.
you with like people I've interviewed, Mickey Fax, Jojo Pellegrino, like
Shout out
people like
JoJo. I
that,
listened to a lot
man.
of JoJo when I was young, bro, because he was Italian too. So I dig that shit.
I interviewed him. I have a crazy interview, man. Probably his best interview. You should check it out then. But
Oh,
But yo, so I like to put a personal touch on these interviews, man. Like, what was life like growing up as a kid? If you care to
like,
get into this
yeah,
shit.
it was single. Like my dad was never around. He was fucked up on drugs and shit. So I just had my mom. My mom was like an alcoholic. It was a hard, you know what I mean? We grew up in like, you know, apartment buildings, that type of bullshit, bad
Yeah,
neighborhoods. So
right.
it wasn't great, but like my mom was a good mom, you know? She like took care of me. She taught me manners and she taught me how to navigate shit. So I really respect my mom, minus her, whatever she deals with, because
Yeah,
she's still, you know what I mean, really solid. So it was like, it was rough, you know? Like it was a little bit rough. Not like we didn't have money, you know? So it was like that
yeah.
type shit. But
What kind of a chip on the shoulder does it put on you as a single, having being in a single parent household? Does it put a chip on your shoulder?
it made me like want to be a better dad, I guess.
Right.
Right? Shit like that. Um, but no, there's no chip. I mean, like my dad passed away when I was like 16, so there's no chip there. Like it is what it
Got it.
is, you
Got it.
know?
Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. You mentioned him in your rap slot, so
Mm.
yeah, man. So look, in my mind, the way hip hop was back then, I guess when I found out about you, I was like, this guy couldn't have learned to rap in St. Catharines. I don't know why. Maybe people from St. Catharines are gonna hate it. I'm like, he must be from a different neighborhood that's like a little more on the hip hop shit. Like, what is the hip hop scene like in St. Catharines when you're growing up? Like, are you
Um,
around people that are like pushing your pen? Like, you know what I'm saying?
okay, so because okay, growing up in St. Catharines, right? You got to think I'm about 10 minutes from Niagara Falls, America border, from
Right,
Niagara Falls, New York, and in Buffalo, Niagara Falls, Tonawanda is on the other side. So
right,
growing up, like once I became, you know, like 18, 19. I was doing music with my boys from my neighborhood. Shout out Chewy. It's like my best friend. Like I grew up with him from day one, you know? So we were doing music together. That's what actually got me into making music and like rapping and shit like that, recording it.
Right.
But then I had a whole different group of friends from America, from Niagara Falls, New York. They were coming over to fuck white bitches, fuck around, go to the club, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So I was infused with a lot of American culture at a young age because I was hanging out with all these American guys. But it also influenced me with my music big time because I didn't sound Canadian.
Yo, that's what I want to say. That's what grabbed me when I first heard you. I'm like, this guy doesn't sound Canadian. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
didn't
he
sound
sounds
Canadian. A
like
lot of people have
he's
said that.
talking that talk, and I'm like, he can't. Is this guy Canadian? Like, I couldn't believe it even, to be honest, at that time.
I lived 10 minutes from the border my whole life, so there was a
Right.
lot of American influence. It's not like Toronto where there's like pure Jamaican influence. Down here, it was American influence because American guys were coming over here, like I
Yeah.
said, to fuck around, make money, go to the club. So that
Yeah.
ended up being my people that I was making music with.
Okay.
And we
That
had a
makes
crew.
sense.
We had a crew, right? Like called Blackout. There's like eight or nine of us.
Yeah. So
Mm.
like today, it doesn't matter where you live. You download the culture. People change their phrases, and everyone is fucking download. Back
This is
then,
before the
you
internet.
had to be
You had to
in
be there
the
to
sport.
soak up
Yeah.
the culture. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
coming back to Canada, like, cause I would go to Buffalo and stay like with bitches or stay with my boy over there. So Niagara Falls, New York, and Lockport.
Right.
So I was coming back from like Buffalo Galleria with like airbrush shirts that said Sayzee and shit, like some fly shit that matched my Air Force Ones at the time. And people were like, damn, like, yo, this guy's like, cause I was different because like you said, you had to be there to soak in the culture. But I was
Yeah.
there. I was over the
Yeah.
border. These guys were here. So I was taking a lot from them. You know what I mean? So I think a
Yeah.
lot of people confused it that I wasn't Canadian
Right.
at
Right. Right.
first.
Right. Right.
At first.
So more personal shit. Just because I listen to the contents of the music, I spent a month going through your music. It does
Crazy.
pop up that you're a God-fearing person. You know what
Oh,
I'm
hell
saying?
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What gives you that faith, man? I wanted to ask you.
Because I just know in my heart and my soul of souls that God exists, that Jesus is my savior, and that He saved me because I should have been dead a lot of times, bro. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm highly religious now. I wasn't my whole life, you know what I mean? Like I used to be on some other shit, but yeah, man, like circumstances will really make you believe in God,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
know,
Right.
enforce that.
Yeah, man. You talk about a lot in your lyrics too, right? Just some of the stuff you're involved in before. So yeah.
Mm.
Um. Yeah, man. So you told me in the DMs that you think you have ADD, and pardon me, I don't know if you said autism too, but
Yeah,
ADD or
I
something
got
like that.
everything. I got everything. Yeah, I'm fucked.
How does
Yeah, I'm
that help
fucked.
you write, man? You're not the first
I don't write.
rapper
I don't
with
write, bro.
autism, if you have autism, that can rap at a fucking high level. But
Yeah,
how does
I
that?
don't write. I don't write. So I don't know. It's everything that you hear is just like a thought in my head at that moment, and it chains to the next thought in my head at the moment, and then that's how I build my songs.
I,
Everything.
I I think that's part of why you're such an intuitive lyricist and
For
like
sure.
you got Sharon in the battling arena, right? He has autism, but also when I had kids, they got into hip hop through this rapper named Dan
Sharon
Bull.
has autism?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew it. I knew it. I knew
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Shout out Sharon. Shout out Sharon. That's my
You
guy.
guys could pull words out of the sky like fucking like aliens, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
get that. I get that.
So yeah, my kids got into hip hop through a guy named Dan Bull, an autistic rapper, does Minecraft raps. He has millions of views, and like
Crazy.
his shit is so descriptive. I'm like, I get it. You know what I'm saying,
They
man.
see
So
layers. We see like one panel, and people with
yeah,
autism or like spectrum shit, like they see layers, bro. There's not just one panel. There's layers to that shit.
right.
You're not seeing the hood of the car. You're seeing the carbon fiber inside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's amazing, bro.
yeah.
It makes sense that why you rap the way you do, bro. So what was the first hip hop song you remember hearing, and what impact did it have on you? Do you remember?
Yeah, it would have been Gangstar DYT. What's that shit called? Doohickey, or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
yo, I
I
have a
forgot the name of the
crazy.
tape. I had
If
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you got like 2 minutes, I'll break it down. But I have the
Yo,
craziest story of how I
take
got into hip
so
hop,
so
bro.
here's the thing, man. I feel you're a
Crazy.
conduit to schooling me on a lot of shit I wasn't in the middle of. So
Yeah.
talk in full detail. Take your time,
Okay.
bro. I don't
All
care.
right.
Go ahead.
So I was 8 years old, and my mom had a friend, and her husband was like he had like a salon, like a hair. He was like a hairdresser, like this Italian dude, big ass fucking dude, and he was scary and shit. And so one night, someone was trying to break in his Jeep in a driveway.
Okay.
And he went out with a bat on some like fucking Italian shit and fucking beat him up with the bat and chased him away. So the guy left a bag behind. And in the bag was like 16, maybe 18, 20 like cassettes, and they were all
Right.
singles. It was
Yeah.
singles. So it was like Black Sheep, 2 scoops, A side, B side. So you'd have the instrumental, the acapella, and the whole joint. So
Right.
now, boom, I come up, I have like 20 beats now, and I'm like 8, 9 years old. So
Right.
at the time, I have the tape deck with the 2 joints, bang, bang, and you can fucking, you
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? And record the shit. So I was rapping into the mic hole, like there was a headphone jack. So you put the headphone jack here, rapping in the headphone. And I was recording over these instrumentals on the other side. And I was making little freestyle tapes. I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
And at the time, that shit really got me into hip hop. So I started buying like Source magazine and Double XL and shit like that. I got really into the magazines because that's what it was at the time. There was no internet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was reading these magazines and like, I don't know what it was, bro. Like, I never fucked around with rap again, but like maybe when I was like 14, 15, me and my friends would get high and we would freestyle. And that's really how I got. And then I started battling at school. But if that dude never broke into dude's car and he never gave me those tapes, like, I don't know if I'd be rapping right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
So you did grow up around other MCs in St. Catharines?
Yeah.
That actually lived in St. Catharines?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, there's other guys who rap.
So, yeah, man. So you have a track called Philly Rap off your Sayzee Tone project.
Yeah.
Produced by Tone Mason. Amazing album. A Canadian legend. It's fair to call him a legend, I think.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, he's a super
amazing.
Legend. He's a double legend. That guy's he's got a song with Drake and Jay-Z. He's a double legend.
Yeah, man. And so you're like, I'm going to quote you, you're like, I grew up off Philly rap, the reason I could really rap. So how do you classify Philly rap? To tell us more about that.
Like, the Philly shit was like the DVDs. You know what I mean? Like Smack DVD era type shit.
Right.
All those Philly DVDs. I forget the names of them now. Fuck, man. Heat in the Streets, I think, was one. But there was dudes like Rico Slaughter, even PD Crack back then. This is like previous to Jay-Z and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and these guys were like lyricists. You know, like Vodka. Like there was this underground shit in Philly that was cooking like 2004, 2005, 6. And I was tapped right in, bro. So I think I took a lot of style and grace when I rap and style. Like I took a lot of style from Philly for sure. For sure.
So I wanted to talk about your writing process, man. At this stage, I know you just spit rhymes into the mic. A lot of people do that, record them bar for bar.
Yeah.
Do you consider that freestyling on the spot or?
No. Because I can delete, I can go back. I have time to think about it. Freestyling is like, yo, do a 16 right now off top. That's freestyling.
Yeah.
So I'm not really freestyling it. I'm just patching it together. I'm just patching my thoughts together and it makes a song.
And what would you say the pros and cons are of making music like that? Are there any cons or?
No cons. The pros are like, you have more fun. It's not so much of a chore. It's not so much of a job to like sit down and write some shit. But I will say like, maybe my content is a little bit less than someone like Tona who's sitting down and really putting pen to paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I might slack a little bit with conceptual shit, but then like I just did the wrestling thing and the whole thing bar for bar is all about wrestling. I didn't really like add any rapper shit in there too much. So
yeah, but
I don't know. There's no cons though.
You've definitely proven yourself with the conceptual shit. We're gonna go through your catalog.
Yeah, I can get it done. Yeah.
Is there any way we could see a bit more of your face? Not to inconvenience you, but if possible.
No, it's cool. Well, I see if I can jack this up better.
There we go.
Is that better?
Can't see your upper.
Hold up.
There we go. Is
that better?
Yeah, if that works for you.
Yeah, that's cool with me. I'm good with that, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Here's one thing, because like I definitely spent some time recording, and I wasn't always good at like where to place my breaths. So early on when I was recording, like I had to punch in a lot at the actual studio, and then I would practice rapping out loud to find where to place my breaths. But how do you know where to place your breaths when you're just spitting in the mic? Like, can you spit that shit live? Like, do you know?
Yeah. What I do is if I have to remember a verse, I'll write it down and look at it a few times, and that helps it sink in my head.
Right.
But I have a lot of verses, man. It's hard to remember what's what. You know what I'm saying? I have
Yeah.
like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of verses.
Got it, man. And I also caught in another interview of yours. I'm going to shut off my information. I like some of the topics you guys covered,
He's
but you
cool.
said, yeah, good dude. You said you don't like recording around anyone anymore. It gives you, like, you're not in fear of like someone clowning your lyrics or whatever. I think that makes a lot of sense. Did I get that right? That you
Yeah,
prefer to
it's
just,
more so like it's more so I like recording alone because I feel like that's when people are gonna get the best product from me.
yeah,
The last time I recorded with someone, I went to Danielson's house and we were cooking, and I had to record a verse there when we were kind of drunk and shit too, like we were drinking and stuff. But
yeah,
the next day, I came home and I did a different verse because it like wasn't good enough for me. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I don't know, like I just like being in my zone. I like the one man army shit. Now that I have the capability to turn a release from start to finish, but in my living room, you know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
like that
yeah, man. I think that's the way to get maximum creativity out of your. I could see how that would be. You know what
for
I'm
sure,
saying? So
for sure.
it feels like midway through a catalog. Like early on, I feel like you're kind of saying you're dabbling in like industry shit, trying to figure your music
I was trying
out.
to get paid, bro. I was trying to get paid. I was trying to get a check, bro. I
Yeah,
was trying to get a check at that time. You know what I mean? Like, and it makes sense why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I feel like as your catalog goes, it's like you threw caution to the wind away, and you're like, I feel like you don't give a fuck anymore. You
yeah,
just
I
go.
really don't.
It's
100%,
dope
I
though.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I just do whatever, bro. Yeah, I really don't care. And that's the thing is like, I think that I'm at my peak creativity because I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man. Yeah. I feel like you're almost making a mockery of the style you rap in too. You know what I mean?
I could see
You
that.
told me you're a comedian, so it kind of makes sense. You could see
Yeah,
yourself a comedian.
yeah, yeah. I like to laugh, man. Like if you're like someone who's really close to me, then yeah, you'll know that's all I do is talk stupid shit. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean? Like 24/7. Caesar, I
Got it.
think Caesar's in here. He knows. Like all I do is talk shit to him. Like that's all we do.
Yeah,
So
Brick Martel. That's a dope moniker, man.
he
So
gave
I
me
want,
that. He gave me that.
yeah, man. So I learned about you through Hip Hop Canada. I want to say that was around 2008, 2009. I don't
Yeah.
even know how I stumbled on that website. I can't even remember. But what were you
It,
up
yeah.
to?
Shout out Hip Hop Canada, man. Just like they've been going for 20 years, man. Like
Yeah. Do you still
still
go?
still
Do you
post.
still
Yeah,
go
still.
go on the page?
Of course I do.
I haven't been
Yes.
in a while, man.
I haven't been in the forums. Like I don't even know if they have forums still, because that's where it used to pop off as the forums. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, of course, man. Hip Hop Canada, salute Hip Hop
Is it
Canada. They're
still
one of the
influential? Would
longest.
you say it's still influential right now?
Yo, 100%. Like it doesn't even matter like the follower count and all that bullshit. They're one of the first. Like Jesse is one of the first like journalists from Canada who gave a fuck about Canada rap. You know what I mean? Like for real, for real. Like he
Right.
really cared. Like he came when I went to Ottawa for a show. He came and met me. You know what I mean? Like he was really like for the culture. He still is, bro. Like he's been doing this shit 20 years.
Where is he from? I
Ottawa, I'm
remember
pretty
that name
sure.
though. Ottawa. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So, what were you up to musically before Hip Hop Canada again? Because I peeped Taxi Driver recently, and I think that was recorded 2008, 2009.
I think it was 8. Yeah, it was right when I had my daughter. So like, yeah, 2008.
Yeah. So what were you up to before then with music, man? Like what did you accomplish, or what were your milestones?
There was no
Shit like that.
accomplishments. I mean, like I opened up for a lot of people.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I did a lot of shows. Like I opened up for like Snoop Dogg, Mobb Deep, 50 Cent,
Wow.
fucking The Game, Fabulous,
50.
Joel
Wow.
Santana,
Holy shit.
um, Onyx, Locks, fuck a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like I opened up for a lot of people. So I was doing the show circuit back then, really hard. You know, I was young. You know what I mean? Like I was in my 20s and shit. So I was doing the show circuit hard back
Right.
then. But I didn't really have accomplishments. Like I went on Freestyle Friday on Much Music and battled my boy Junior T.
Okay.
So I got on TV and shit. That was cool. I got a music video played on Much Music at the time. That was like a big deal and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Really? What what
yeah.
what year was that? What year was that?
I would say that was like 2014.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a
Okay.
song called PGK, Pretty Girl Killer,
Okay.
featuring Emerson Brooks. It was like a
I peeped that
clubby.
tune recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a
Yeah.
clubby, jiggy ass joint. Like nothing I would want to make, but you know what it is.
Yeah. 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 So look, I wanted to break down the different eras of Canadian hip hop the way I see it. Let me know if you agree. So you
Yeah.
got the '80s, you got Maestro, Mishi Me, Dream Warriors. I threw in the name Kish. I don't know if you remember these
Mhm.
names.
Mhm.
Snow, shit
I'm
like
old.
that.
I remember, of course.
Yeah, but then '90s, we're talking Infinite, Choclair, Cardinal, Rascals, Ghetto Concept, etc. And then for me, I feel like Bishop Brigante and Classified, I sort of first heard them on college radio, and I'm like, damn, these dudes are about my age. It seems like a new wave, kind
Yeah,
of. I don't know if you agree with that.
I
Uh,
do. I do. It was a different time, and Facebook was really booming at the time. So
yeah,
the idea of marketing yourself on the internet became prevalent. And
yeah,
it had never been prevalent for an artist to do that. You would have a marketing department that would deal with that because most artists would be signed if they even had a marketing campaign. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And we're gonna get into Bishop in a second. Rest in peace to Bishop.
Rest
But
in
I feel he's
peace.
kind of a segue to the internet era. You know what I'm
That makes
saying? To me,
sense.
he's
Yeah.
kind of a segue in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Uh, And then I feel there's your class, you know what I mean? There's a lot of names, obviously Caesar Leone or Lazy Boy, he's in here. I remember him from Hip Hop Canada.
The goat, my goat.
Tona,
That's my goat.
yeah,
Yeah, that's my
nice.
goat, man. That's my goat.
Uh,
Yeah.
Raz Fresco, Tory Lanez, Quake, Drake eventually was in the picture. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to ask you about Littles the General and what impact he had on you. I remember that headline and I brushed up on it, watching like a little documentary on it. But
Yeah.
what impact did he have on you? You know what I mean? Obviously he passed away like 2019, but
Yeah. Uh yeah, man, Littles, man. He was like just one of a kind type shit. Yeah. There's nobody that there's nobody that'll like fill that void for his loss, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That one fucked me up, man. It still does to this day. Like that one really fucked me up, man.
right, right,
Yeah.
right,
But he had a big influence as far as like in the music. He was
right.
like die hard business fucking brain, bro. Like I had a business mind of a millionaire, and he would have probably got there if he never got murdered. But he had a crazy business sense, bro. Like his business sense, even like back in the day, he knew what these guys were trying to do 10 years later. At the time, he was telling me, Aristo, Caesar, he was telling us like he was giving game, bro. Like, and he was a street guy too, so he took a lot from the street and applied it to the music business, promotion business. He was smart, man. He's real smart. He's a
And I
good father
understand he
too.
he was running between the East Coast and like Ontario and shit, from
Yeah, he
what I
was from
understand.
Scotia. He was from Scotia, but he's been out in Toronto. He was out in Toronto for like ever.
Right,
Long
right,
time.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
You put up a story, not to get too dark, but you put up a story not too long ago. You're saying, I've looked back at all my pictures. I feel like I'm the last person
Yeah, man.
alive.
Yo,
Can
that
you
yeah.
elaborate on that?
Yeah, like I got a lot of pictures where fucking both other guys are dead. And most of them are murdered, which is fucked up. It's a crazy way to lose somebody, because it's before their time and someone chose to take them, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, yo, that shit fucks me up. Plus like age, you know what I mean? Like you get to like that midlife point. Yeah, you
Mortality and
start thinking
shit.
about more. Like I never used to think
Yeah.
about dying. I think about dying all the time. Not in like a morbid way, but just like, yo, like what am I gonna leave behind? And like,
Oh
what
yeah.
kind of legacy am I gonna leave behind? And like what do people, who's gonna show up to my funeral type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Me
But
too,
yeah,
man.
man, yo, it's a crazy situation when it's murder. When people die from like natural causes or God takes them, it's different. But when it's some pussy that takes them, it's crazy. You don't really
Yeah.
get over that.
Yeah, man. So I know you and Littles were in a crew. I want to get into all that, but before, and Bishop is part of the story.
Yeah,
But I wanted to
yeah,
ask you what your relationship with Bishop was, because you put up like a heartfelt post, like many did when he
yeah,
passed away. Do you
yeah,
care to share sort of what that relationship what was about?
yeah. Me and him we didn't like each other for a long time. We didn't like each other. I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know if it was because like he's Peruvian, like he's actually Latino, but you ask like 9 out of 10 people, they'll call him like a white boy. You know what I mean? So I think there was always that like I'm a white dude, you're a white dude rapping type shit.
Okay,
Plus we were
okay,
on. He kind of fucked with those guys, and I was fucking with these guys. So it was kind of, and there was like a clash going on. So it got kind of messy you know, I think I dissed Bishop a few times in a few old records. For sure I did. God bless him.
Right.
I love him to death. But yeah, for sure I dissed him, you know what I mean? But it was like at the time it was like, yo, we were young and like naive and dumb. But once we bucked up as friends and became friends as adults, we were on the same wave so crazy, bro. Like me and him really like he was the type of guy that would just like call me and be like, what are you doing? Like, what are you like? I'm fucking about to take a shower. He's like, no, what are you doing with music? Like, stop wasting your fucking time. Like, oh
Right.
my
Right.
God, it's fucking 10 a.m., bro. He's
Yo,
like, I'm
yo,
coming
those
to the
people
falls.
are critically important, man.
Yo, yeah, man. He'd be like, I'm coming to
Critically.
the falls, you know, I'm going to the casino, and he'd come
Right.
check
Right.
me and shit. But he was the kind of guy, like, he would always like light a fire up your ass and like tell you you're wasting time, or like, yeah, Sayzee, he can really rap, but man, he's wasting him. Like, you know, like he'll say like little shit like
Yeah.
that. And it's good though because it makes you realize like, yo, maybe I am wasting my. Maybe I gotta look at things more logically, you know.
Are you guys all crossing paths because of Hip Hop Canada, or it's like before, like you guys know each other before that shit?
We crossed paths on some street shit, me and Bishop.
Okay. Okay.
We were
Gotcha.
both like at the time managing like strippers and shit, you know.
Right. Right.
And you know, so we bumped up on some different shit, but it was always like once we were cool, it was like always a mutual respect on some rap shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
always mutual respect on some rap shit.
Got it.
He was like a special type person too. Like both those guys and me, Bishop and Littles had the craziest friendship between us three too, and did the craziest shit and went like, you know, did little trips and shit like that. And like now it's like I'm the only one left, you know. That's who I was really talking about when I said
Yeah.
that, because it's like both those guys are gone now.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, life is fucked up.
Rest in peace, man. Rest
Rest
in
in
peace,
peace,
both
both
of them.
those fellas, man.
Yeah, man.
For
So,
real.
so again, you guys are part of a pretty big rap rivalry back in the day. Team Offense versus the Wise Guys. So
Yeah,
Bishop is with the Wise Guys. Drake was as well.
yeah.
Uh, what time period was that again? If you could refresh me. And how did those crews form, and how did that whole thing start? If you don't
Bro,
mind me
I
asking.
don't even know what year it was. It was probably like 2006. Because it was like right when I got my first computer. I never even had a computer for the longest time, bro. Like I never had a family computer, so I didn't know what the fuck a computer was. You know what I mean? I didn't fuck
Yeah,
with computers at all. And then I got a computer, and that was like one of the first things I was doing is like posting my little fucking songs on Hip Hop Canada and shit like that.
yeah,
But this must have been like around 2008 or nine, I'm guessing,
right.
somewhere in along there. Sees if you're here, I don't know. Like help me out, but it probably was around like 2008 or nine. And basically, like my boy AWOL, shout out Wheezy. AWOL, he's a rapper as well from Scotia. He was friends with Littles. They grew up together. So when Littles was out here, he would go check. So we were in Windsor for sports weekend. Windsor, Detroit. They had like a party down there for sports
Right,
weekend. So we
right.
went down there on some business shit, and then we linked up with these guys. I ended up in a hotel room with Team Offense.
Okay.
So it was like Aristo, Littles, I think Caesar Leone,
Okay,
Cali
they were already
Snipes.
formed. They were already
They
formed.
already had a thing. Yeah, they had put out one album and it was like a fucking classic. Rich Kid did a lot of the beats, Veterano. It was a fucking classic. Aristo got a deal off it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So basically back then, like I didn't know these guys from Adam. I'm from Niagara. I wasn't really doing music in Toronto like that. I was more of like a
right,
Niagara rapper, you know, running
right.
my little thing down here. And he took me in the room and we were just like smoking weed, whatever, whatever. And then we got to rapping. And I think like I rapped, I don't know, I think we like freestyled in the hotel room for a little bit. And um after that they were like, yo, we want you to join the group, because I obviously was like spitting shit or whatever, right? And then
Mm,
I think we shot the video for Grape Juice that same night. Or it might have been a different night. I could be right. It's so long ago, bro. It's hard to remember now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good to document this shit, though. You
Yeah,
know what
it's
I'm
cool
saying? It's
because
kind of a
you make
piece of.
me think about it. I never talked about this shit for 20 years, so
I hear you, man. Yeah,
you
man.
know.
So, but how did that rivalry start?
Aristo, Drake was supposed to give Aristo a verse. Aristo was
Okay,
cooking. Drake was getting hot in the city.
right.
Drake was supposed to give Aristo a verse. Drake had said something bad about Aristo, I think to Boy Wonder or something along, or it was Boy Wonder, some bullshit with Boy Wonder.
Okay,
And
okay,
then, yeah, and then they started like, they had heat, and then they ended up, I think Drake dropped first, if I'm not mistaken.
okay.
Or it could have been Aristo. Like I said, it was a long time ago. One of these guys dropped first, and then that set it off because this guy had 8 friends, and this guy had 8 friends, and we
Right.
could all rap on that side and this side. We were some of the nicest rappers in the city at the
For
time.
sure. For sure.
So it became, it became a thing, bro. Like it just got out of hand.
Right. Right.
It
Right.
got
Right.
completely out of hand. You know what I mean?
So I circled back to like peep some of those diss tracks again. I didn't catch all of them in real time, but I did some of them. But that Quake verse, he fucking killed it. He was like 17 or some shit.
Yeah, he
I
was a
think I heard
kid,
it.
man.
Fucking
Kid Quake.
crazy, but
We were calling
could
him Kid Quake.
rap his ass off. I
Yeah,
couldn't find the Aristo track, like the one
it's
he put
called Good
out, and
Riddance.
I couldn't find yours. I wanted to hear that shit, but I couldn't find throwing shots at them. I
It was
couldn't
called
find it. So.
six. It was called 6 Minutes of Madness, and
Right,
it was 6 minutes straight bars at all those guys.
right.
Yeah,
So when you
childish, you know.
so when you look back at it, was it serious or just it was just
No,
this sport?
it was
Yeah.
like okay, so it got serious. There was a few altercations that there was violence behind it, but
Okay.
it was more like now that we all look back on it, I know like I've talked to a lot of these guys and shit, and it was more of just like they knew we were nice, we knew they were nice, they didn't like
Yeah.
us. They were talking bad to bitches about us, we were talking bad
Right.
to bitches about them, and it was
Right.
just some petty childish, but we were all young, man. Like we were all fucking early 20s.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and we felt at the time offense was more authentic because we were doing street shit and these guys weren't doing street shit on that side. There was a couple of them that were, but
Right.
most of them were pretty safe guys, you know?
Right.
And
Right.
they were rapping hard. So at the time, we felt like, yo, these guys are violating us and
You
they're
want to
pussy.
pull their card?
Yeah, like that's what it was more about. It was more about
Right.
we felt like we had the more authentic experience over at offense,
Got it. Got it. Got it.
you know?
So, wanted to ask you when Drake started blowing up. I don't even remember what year that is anymore. Is that like
2008
2011?
maybe?
No way,
Yeah,
2008.
he had that song
I
with
feel like it was
Trey.
after
He had a song with Trey
2010. No.
Songz. That was his first song. A song with Trey Songz, and then he had
Okay.
a freestyle joint with Wheezy, and that's when he took the fuck off. After he had that freestyle joint with Wheezy,
Yeah, I remember that
like
one.
spit fire like a dragon or some
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, how did you feel when you see this dude blowing up now? This dude from Toronto. It's been for forever for someone to really blow up from Toronto. Like, how did you
I was,
feel about? Were you
I was
inspired,
hate,
or
yeah,
you're
I
like,
was
fuck
hating.
this guy? You know what I
I was
mean? Like,
hating. I was
right,
hating. I remember my best friend AWOL was like, "Yo, this guy's next, bro. Like I'm telling you, Drake's next. I'm like, fuck this guy, bro. Like you're worried about Drake. I'm like, yo, listen to what I just made with Tool, man. Fuck this
right,
guy. I was
right,
hating, bro. I
right.
was in denial, And then he was doing a lot of soft shit. And if you know
Yeah,
one thing about me is I don't like
right,
soft R&B rap. Save that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I want to hear
right,
you fucking murder something. I'm not trying to. I don't even rate it.
right, right.
So
Got it.
yeah,
Uh,
but like now, I obviously is the biggest fucking artist in the world. Don't I look stupid?
yeah, are you a fan these days? Like,
Yeah, I
where
fuck
do you
with
put
Drake.
him? You're a fan?
Yeah, I
Okay,
fuck with Drake.
got it.
Yeah, I like his music.
Do you guys stay in contact at all, or like exchange
Um,
any words over all these years, or
that's like no dick ride shit. Like I talk to him in DM. I'm not looking for points and shit. We chat
yeah?
here and there about
Oh,
just
that's
because like
dope.
I know him from back then, but I don't ask him for nothing. Not
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that
yeah.
point.
Got it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, over the years, did anyone from the previous eras, like you said, the previous like MCs, the older dudes were like untouchable, right?
Yeah,
Did they give you guys any nods, or give you any nods or good looks? You know what I mean?
never. I never got a cosign in my life from any rapper,
That's crazy, man. Yeah, man.
and I
Because
met a
I know.
lot of them.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
I met a lot of them from doing shows and shit, but I don't think that many artists at that time were looking at opening acts too tough.
Right,
I was an
right.
opening act, so I mean, like, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
no, I never got a cosign from anyone. I've never been like, yo, check this guy out from someone famous, or never got nothing.
Because
So
you got
everything I work brick by brick, brother, brick
you
by
guys are
brick.
rapping your ass off though. It's like undeniable if you heard the shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
So yeah.
that's the name of the game, right?
So I know you recently have that track with Cardinal.
Yeah.
I think it's a freestyle pretty much. You guys are pretty much freestyle versus
Yeah, you know what? I
verbal
take that back.
intercourse.
I take it
That's
back. At my big age, I just got co-signed by the biggest Canadian artist ever. That was the first time.
It's crazy though. After all this time, man. Congrats though. It's dope though. You
Yeah,
know what I
thank you,
mean?
man. Thank you. Shout
Yeah,
out
man.
Cardinal, man. Like he didn't have to do that shit. He reached out to me, you know what I mean? Like I just suggested. He was like, "What beat should I do next?" I'm like, "Yo, do verbal intercourse, bro. Like I want to hear you on that." And he's like, "Run a verse." I'm like,
I was gonna
"What?"
ask
Like,
how that happened, how you landed on
yeah,
that
like
beat. I was like,
the man just threw it out there. He's like, "Run a verse." So I'm like, "Yeah." Like fuck. 15 minutes later, I'm in his email. You know, like, "Yo, here."
dope, dope,
Did it
dope.
that second, bro. I wasn't waiting on that shit.
That's fire, man. So you exchanged words with him, or
Yeah, yeah. I met him a few
okay,
times now. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's super cool. Like mad humble, super cool guy.
that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope,
man.
man. So, we're gonna ask you a stupid question. I want to talk about the hip hop Canada era. I know we're all over the place, man. I hope you don't mind.
Go back.
Uh,
Take him way
but
back.
what did it take to get on Hip Hop Canada? Because I wasn't, in retrospect, I wasn't that serious as like some of you dudes were. But what did it take to get on there, man? Because
All you had
by
to do,
2010, I feel like there was some pretty dope MCs on there. You know, I don't
for
even know
sure.
when they started, but what did you have to know the dude or
No,
like
no. You just basically like make a username and you
right,
post. You could post anything. You could be like, "Yo, why is fucking this guy so shit? Yo, why is
right,
this
right,
guy's
right?
fucking head so big? Fuck this guy." It was just shit like that. But you could
Yeah,
post your music with a link, you know, like to a YouTube or whatever. So
got it, man.
yeah,
So look,
but
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
oh, they would have edited editors posts. So basically, if you know you caught fire or something like that, they would like pin your project to the top
Right,
or
right, right,
some
right,
shit like that, you know.
right. So wanted to ask you, do you still like performing? Because like I at the Asen Danielson concert, I'm like, yo, this shit has to keep going, man. I'm like, I'd love to see Sayzee perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like to
So
perform.
dope, dope.
Yeah,
And I think Big said that you guys actually have an upcoming show. Like this is something new, new
yo,
development,
hopefully, yeah, he was telling me.
members
So
only.
I don't know what's up. Like to be honest, like I've had quite a run like over the last maybe year and a half, but like promoters ain't really reaching out. But I feel them because it's like, can I really sell tickets? Like I don't know if that internet shit will resonate to real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Underground
yeah,
rap's hard, bro. Underground rap's hard. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to get people to a show.
for sure. It's tough. Um, Yeah, man. And so, in all the eras that you've been actively an artisan, how would you assess the Canadian hip hop scene right now? Like, you know, I've heard you say in an interview the Toronto scene is popping. I've heard other people say there's still no infrastructure. What's your assessment of the
Yo, there's
Toronto
so many.
scene?
Can you hear me okay? Because my headphones
Yeah,
died.
yeah, we're good. We're good
All right. There's so many good artists in Toronto right now, bro.
for
There's
sure.
so many good fucking rappers in Toronto right now. I would say like I don't know. I'm not really in other big cities, but like from what I'm seeing online, like we could go to toe to toe with whoever right now. We're
Mm,
up, bro. Like we're up. When it comes to underground rap, I could name like 20 fucking killers from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't do
yeah,
that back in the day.
right. But you
Couldn't
think we
do
have
that.
enough shows and shit and avenues for that talent, or
I don't know. That's like this is the thing too. Like as a rapper, I would love to do everything, promote my own shows, do all that shit. But it's like I only got 24 hours in a day. I have a
yeah,
family. I
yeah.
have shit going on. I have to make money, pay my bills. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't have a job. I do music and like side hustles and shit full time.
Yo,
But it
congrats
takes
though
up
on
time. You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been doing that for like a year and I don't know, almost 2 years now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Toronto used to be called the Screwface Capital.
Mm.
You were in the middle of that.
Yeah. Good
Do
time.
you feel it's changed?
Uh, yeah. Now it's just like it's prettier, but like people are just like it's more like gay now.
Right.
You know, like people are just more like fucking like like back in the
Flamboyant
day, it'd be
shit.
like back in the day, a man would like throw a fucking bottle at somebody on stage or like, yo,
Right,
get the fuck off stage. Like it was real. Like it looked like
right.
some like Detroit shit back in the day, bro. It was scary, you know what I mean? Like and now I
Yeah,
feel like Toronto's too pretty, bro. Like everything's too perfect, you know?
right, right, right. Too
I'm not into
friendly?
that shit. Too
Too
shiny.
friendly? Got it, got it. Um, yeah, man. So doing music full time, man. What did it take to get there, man? Is this your first time doing
Quitting my
music full
job,
time?
bro. Quitting my job and being like, fuck it. Save some money. Make sure I can like, you know, fund what I got. My daughter's going to university and shit next year, so
Right.
make sure I'm funding what I gotta fund and make sure my bills are paid. And yeah, bro, I'm just fucking I'm on a quest right now, like real shit.
It's a big deal, man.
Yeah, I'm on a quest, bro. I wanna get this fucking bread. So it's like there's ways to do it without selling your soul or making yourself look stupid, you know?
Yeah, man. And you know what? In your track with Tona, the Wave Grease, fire tune, by the way, one of my favorites this year.
Thank you.
You're saying that I'm trying to drop one project a month, man. Are you on? Is that what you got to do to eat off music?
Yeah,
You
like
drop one a month?
when you're working straight off skills and word of mouth and organic build, I'll run an ad or two on my post. You know, I'll spend like $25, run a fucking ad or some shit. But I'm not doing nothing crazy. So most of my outreach is organic. So I have to make those fans. You know what I mean? And like
Right.
nowadays, if you're not putting something out all the fucking time, like bro, I put a project out and it has like a 2 week lifespan.
It's crazy.
It took me a month to like, you know, sit, mix, go through it, fucking make sure I like everything, blah blah blah, you know. But it's so that's why like you'll see I made SummerSlam in 6 days,
That's wild, bro.
front to back. I
I'm
made all the
fucking
beats, everything.
amazed,
Like, I
bro.
had none of those beats, so I made all the beats, all the raps, and then I had the art. Like I had a picture that I just drew of the wrestling shit, and then I remembered I'm like, oh, I'm doing a wrestling project. I can use that for the art. So I did the art. Yeah, I don't know,
Is
man.
that how long it takes you to throw a project together on average?
If I'm moving slow, like I could probably do it in a couple of days if I'm motivated.
Wow, that's
I'm
crazy,
not
man.
writing, so it's like all I need is a beat and 15 minutes. Like I do a song in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, man. And the shit is your shit is still witty as fuck, man.
Thank you.
I'm amazed, man.
The
So
autism.
there we go, there we go, man. So look, I want to segue to your discography, man, because I spent a month. I think I listened to all of it or 90% of it, man.
That's
So
crazy.
which is a fucking serious task, bro.
I feel bad for
Because
you, bro. That's fucking wild, man.
no, when I do these interviews, I don't listen to anything else other than the person I'm interviewing, man. So
That's
that's
crazy.
how I do it, man.
Yo, I
But
want to show you out for all the promo, bro. You really like been pushing me. I got a lot of followers from all the
did
posts
you?
you've been doing. Even a guy like bought my vinyl and shit, like
Nice.
you know, off one of your posts. So it's like, yo, love for real, for real.
Bro, if my shit isn't making a difference, why even do it? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's love,
So,
bro.
but that's why I focus on one artist at a time because I actually want to move the needle for them if I can. You know what I'm saying?
You can hear me okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're good about it. Yeah, man. So so your favorite rapper's worst nightmare. That's a fucking serious title, man. The first one dropped in 2010. I
Yeah.
feel like I was catching on to you just before that. You dropped that. Um, I was actually reading that you went on a crazy video run back in the day. I think that's where I remember you from, your video
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, with G
And,
Dot. Shout out G Dot.
yeah, and you had one video got at least 100K views. I wanted to ask you sort of who were you working with at the time? What was that about? What did you guys
So
do
I
there?
was working with Aristo from Offense. He was doing
Right,
management for me.
right.
I was working with Nino. Shout out Nino. You know what I mean? Nino Films. And then I was working with G Dot as well. G Dot was this dude that I met through Offense. This guy from Brampton, this crazy Jamaican guy, and he would just go crazy with the camera work. So we ended up doing like 36 videos, almost one a week, but like we spaced a couple out because like, you know, circumstance.
36 videos?
Yeah, we did 36 videos. I think
36 weeks?
yeah, like, but not in a row. Like there was a couple week break in between because we missed a couple weeks, right? But it was pretty
Yeah.
consistent in the year.
Who else was doing that back then? Who inspired you to do that?
Nobody, nobody.
You didn't know anyone that was putting out that
I
much
never
video?
seen nobody do that. Still to this day, like I think Peter Jackson might have did it a couple years back.
No
He
one
put out
from
like
the States was doing that?
not that I saw at the time. It was very revolutionary, and I made a lot of fans that way. And that's when YouTube was there was no algorithm back then. So if you had subscribers, they would see your shit. So
Yeah.
my videos were going, you know, I would 4 days it'd be like 50K, 60K. So I was getting real life buzz off that shit. Everywhere I would go, people are like, "Yo, you're killing it, you're killing." Like that was the craziest time. Like I should have blew up back then, but I was sleeping on myself. And people who were watching that shit, who had business minds and money, they were stupid as fuck because they should have put their money and their business mind into my talent. They were
Yo,
dumb as fuck.
your shit was fire, but
Yeah, they were stupid as fuck.
who was watching your shit? Do you know who was watching it? Like, were there names? Like,
No,
you know,
I mean, like, fuck, bro. I just know Southern Ontario, I had that shit locked at the time. Hamilton,
right?
Niagara, Toronto, people knew what the fuck I was doing, and they were watching the consistency. And
Yeah.
that was the time when I figured out these guys used to tell me, slow down, slow down. My whole time rapping, trying to put out projects, everyone was telling me, you're doing too much, slow the fuck down. I was on this new shit about like content fucking 15 years ago, bro. Like, facts are
Yeah.
facts. It's on the
No,
internet.
I remember. I
Facts are
remember that.
facts. So it's like, I was
That's
on
how
that.
I came to know about you.
Yeah, the
That's how I
hyper
came to know.
content. So
Yeah.
I realized
Yeah.
at that point that consistency and talent beats everything. Fuck all the bullshit. You can drop 100 grand into a dog shit song and it's still gonna be dog shit.
Right.
So consistency and talent is always gonna fucking win. It's just gonna be a real slow crawl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's good that you've seen evidence that it works, man. So you could apply it again,
that's
I
why I'm
think,
doing
right?
what I'm doing now.
Yeah, yeah. So look, I know you got at least one video with 100K views. I forgot the name of the song. I peeped it,
I got a few.
again.
There's like 3 or 4 videos. Bass Body Bag got 100K. Vegeta got 100K. The joint I had with Megs and Jordan got 100K. I hit 100K a couple times, and
So
that was all organic. You know what I'm saying? So
YouTube is brutal now. How has it changed, man?
I
Like for
can't
me,
get,
I'm on
bro.
Instagram for the
I put a
last 3
video up.
years.
I put a
Oh,
video
go
up
ahead.
4 days ago. I
Yeah,
got 5.7 thousand subscribers. Which isn't a lot, but it's a little.
it's something.
And shit, my shit's at like 400 views. But then I rack
Crazy.
up like 6,000 views in a day on Instagram.
Yeah,
So I don't know what the fuck's up with YouTube. I let my video live there, but I'm not worried
yeah.
about numbers anymore. I learned that game. Fuck the numbers, bro.
Because sometimes you don't know where to put your money to push the shit. Like
I mean,
whether it makes sense
could
even.
buy botted views and make it look
Right,
good, but I
right.
feel like organic engagement is always gonna look better, man. I don't want a bunch of Pardeep Singhs liking my video. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's very
I
suspect.
see, bro. Listen,
That's the giveaway.
yo, I
That's the
see a lot
giveaway.
of rappers. I see a lot of rappers with better numbers than me, and you
Right.
look through their shit, and it's botted, bro. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
at the end of the day, you look like a sucker, bro. I don't know, like.
yeah. So look, I've heard you say again. I'm going to give credit. I listened to that Flying Information interview. I listened to both of them actually. But you said like you're not big on video and social, that you weren't great at it. That it wasn't genuine, but you seem to be doing it back then, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So what changed? Like what changed for
I
you?
got
With
older.
this shit.
I'm 42 years old, man.
Yeah,
As I got older, I like less and less do I want to pander to people.
yeah. I hear you. Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And also it's like I don't want to make myself a spectacle.
Yeah,
I'm not really like I don't like entertaining is cool and shit, but like I really take emceeing like I'm a rapper, I'm not a content creator, I'm not an entertainer, I'm a rapper. But yeah, when I was younger, like Caesar said, we were doing Union TV. It was like one of the first like viral weekly TV shows. We'd go to the club, we were slapping people in the face, doing all kind of shit on
was
film.
Union TV Canadian? I'm trying to.
Yeah, it was me. It was me and
Oh,
Chewy.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I was editing the videos and we were
I
running
remember
around
that.
the camcorder. Yeah.
Right, right. Got it.
But yeah, I'm just as I got older, I want to pander less, and I just like I think my skill set can speak for itself at this point.
So it's crazy because when I went back, I go to your favorite rappers, Worst Nightmare One. I'm like, I remember this cover. There's no reason I should remember this shit, but I remember it. And then I started peeping the songs, and then a few of the bars I started like coming back and like, how the fuck do I remember this, man?
When was that?
So
2016, 15 years ago?
that was 2010. Wasn't Wyatt your favorite rappers Worst Nightmare?
Yeah,
2010.
2010. Yeah,
I remember that shit. So yeah, I just wanted
crazy.
to let you know about. So look, you got like in when that series started, you got like industry beats on their flows, but you're barring out, you're doing the horror shit with that. Did you ever think this series would span 14 years? I mean, you dropped part 10 in 2024, but
Yeah, no, hell no, hell no.
right.
I
Yeah,
thought I
but
thought I would be one and done, and then the
yeah,
first one got received really well.
yeah,
In the underground, and after that, I wanted to do a part 2, and then it was I'll just do a part 3, and then people
yeah,
started asking for it. Like
right.
it would be October, September. People were like, "Yo, you dropping YF for WN?" So I'd be like, "Fuck, I cooked one in like a few weeks, drop it," and then it just
Yeah,
became religion, bro. Like I skipped a few years, but like since 2000, I don't know, 17. I think it's been one a year. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty crazy, man. So, by the way,
Yeah.
I think your latest one, Part 10, is self-produced. That's actually one of the best ones, in my opinion.
Really?
To be honest, I think so. You got side A and side B.
Yeah. There's 20 songs, I think, and then intros and outros.
It's crazy, but
The
it,
first
it's it.
that's when I first started making beats. Like I only started making beats in February, and then
Right.
by October I had made those two albums.
Yo, do you know Carson?
Yeah, of course.
Sonny Carson? I
I
went
work
to
with.
high school with the
He
dude,
was
man.
telling me, bro. Yeah, I work with.
He's
I got a lot of
he
work with him.
told me he taught you how to produce. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah, yeah, 100%.
Fact or
Yeah,
fiction?
yeah,
Nice,
100%. Yeah, he showed me everything.
nice, nice, man. Um,
He's on a
so
lot of my albums.
yeah, I noticed, man. That dude's been working over the years for sure, man. I remember back in the day, but
He's nasty,
yeah.
nasty. Shout out Sonny Carson.
So we're gonna get into the production in a bit here, but following the arc of this series, like sound and content wise, it's like going from like industry vibes with mixed with horror shit to more underground vibes, and then you're getting like I know you say you don't like getting vulnerable and shit, but you do, man, and I guess it comes with age. Like
Yeah,
you got a track on there, Only a Bad Dream. You're referring to yourself as like a has been. You're commenting about the liberal government you hated. They only like junkies and immigrants. Then you're like you no longer like big crowds. I think it makes music more interesting, man. I'm down with the grown man raps. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's progression.
Yeah, man. How has your view on the world changed, bad? Like to be writing this type of shit, bad?
Joe, as I get older, I just see more fuckery, right? Like I notice more bullshit. Shit, people used to be able to slide over top of me.
Right.
Pause. Now they can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what one good thing about getting old. Like bad shit is you start looking like shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like your
Right.
fucking back hurts when you help somebody move. Like that type of shit sucks, right? Like I'm getting old, whatever. I've accepted that. But the good part about it is, um, the wisdom, bro. Like I'm a
Yeah.
fucking now. It's like I feel like nobody can like mentally fuck me up anymore because I've been through so much trauma that
Yeah.
the scar tissue has hardened me so much and I've just learned so much that it's like I feel like now it's like maybe that's why nobody ever wanted to actually do business with me because they know they're not gonna fucking outsmart me. I'm
Are
on
are
my shit.
are you done with unlearning, or like, or do you ever unlearn shit though?
No, I
Or
don't unlearn nothing. I keep all my
that's not you?
bad shit. I keep it all.
Okay. All right.
Everything's all in the hard drive, dog. All the bad shit's still there.
Got it, man. Got it, man.
Yeah, I wish I could unlearn a lot of shit, but I'm a creature of nature.
So speaking of the country, man, when we first started exchanging on IG, you told me your account was blocked,
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, I put so much time into these interviews. We gotta wait till you have. I can't put this much time, bro. You know,
Yo,
and
I
but
remember,
now you're
bro.
unblocked. You're like, this country is not free, bad. So, and any
Yeah.
comment on that?
Yeah, like I troll a lot in comments, bro. Like I probably shouldn't do it, but at the same time, it's like that's where like I can't help but talk shit. I was growing up around people who talk shit 24 hours a day.
Right,
If you weren't up on your roasting game, if you weren't like quick to see somebody and you can't name a fucking animal they look like in 3 seconds, you're done, bro. So it's
right,
like I had to be on my fucking P's and Q's, especially being a white guy
right,
navigating in black spaces because I was navigating in black spaces a lot of my life. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Latino spaces, things like that, where there wasn't a lot of other white people. So I better be funny. I better be entertaining. I better be able to make people like me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's where that comes from. But I probably shouldn't because I don't want to get my account back. But yo, my account's clean now. I'm good. I'm a virgin again. Pause. We back up.
That's why we're here now, bro. I put too much time to click over here to see the interview. Like, no, I can't do that, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that.
Yes, but it will be up on YouTube, and I will be promoting it like crazy, man. So
Bet.
yeah, man. Um, so back to production for a second. Yeah, like, are you comfortable now? Like, is it gratifying yet to produce? Like,
Oh yeah,
or still is it a struggle?
easy.
Yeah,
For what I'm doing anyway, I'm not saying I'm the best or like my beats sound the best or they're not mixed the best yet. But as far as sitting down, you give me any sample, I guarantee I can make a beat. Like I'm real creative that way. I hear shit that
yeah,
maybe the average person's not gonna hear.
The shit sounds pretty damn good, man.
It's
Honestly.
diverse.
So
I feel like the shit I make too is weird. Like it's not like I'm making
it's
like.
eclectic, kind of eclectic.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes sense for where my brain's at though.
Right, right. So do you see like a next level in production for yourself?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get better. I wouldn't.
Yo,
I
but
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind fully just being a producer. If I, it's time to hang up my like. I've. How much more can I say? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still saying it. So
seems like you're never gonna run out of shit to
I'm.
say.
I'm
That's
old
how
though,
it
bro. Like
seems to me, man.
this is a young man's game. 42 is
Right.
42 is finally aged, bro. I'm finally aged. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
the
do you
beef
see
jerky's been sitting curing, bro. Like
do you see yourself finishing as a producer? Like
yeah,
that's how you see it going?
yeah.
So shout out to Shoddy 305. I connected you too. Yo, I like to put shit in the ether. I hope you guys do a tune.
We
I
are,
think
we are. It's my fault
stylistically,
it hasn't
it's
happened
fucking
yet.
off the charts. But I'd like to see a project even better. I'm
Yo,
calling it right now.
I would happily rap with real rappers anytime. That guy's a real fucking rapper. His bars are
Yeah,
crazy. I was just listening to shit yesterday, so that's
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
that
yeah.
I actually like I said, I always check for the homies. Like if it's someone that I'm like, like in contact with or I dig their aura, like they're cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always check the music. And then when it's good, it's like now I can sink in as a fan. Like I'm a fan of Shotty now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
After hearing his shit, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm a fan, bro. So to work with him now is gonna be easy because I'm already a fucking fan.
Him and Asen have a connection now.
Yeah, he was
Putting
telling me,
in
yeah, yeah,
work. So this Toronto Miami thing is getting interesting, man. So yeah,
that's hard.
I'd love to see it, man.
That's hard.
Um, so you got a track called Old Head.
Yeah.
I think that was also on your favorite rappers verse Nightmare 10. You're like shooting like I'm Kobe Ghost. Should have signed the boy to OVO. They were sleeping on my talent. Big L like Corleone.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever any chance you were gonna get signed on OVO, or that was just you just
Drake ain't
talking out
Drake ain't
loud?
Drake ain't signing me, but in my opinion, he should have probably. Like I was rapping, bro. Even as
Yeah.
even as a background guy, something. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's all just I just want to say shit that's gonna be maybe talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bar, whatever. Should have signed me this shit because I'm nice.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I
Uh,
just wondered if there was any history behind that. But okay,
well, there's
got it.
the history.
Yeah, the beef and I guess the friendship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, it's long. I've known him for a long time. I respect what he does.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Pro Dillinger. Probably gonna have him back on
Yeah,
soon. That'll be
bro.
dope, man. Um, so on a track called Rare Breed, man, with Jamal Gasol, you're like, if I said it properly, you're like, shit broke my heart. My own people ain't believing me. When the
Yeah,
buzz died, I noticed everyone was leaving me.
yeah.
Became anti-social, felt like people was avoiding me. Huey held it down, yeah. Weezy Leezy held it down. But other than that, I feel like people disappointed me. Maybe it's the
Mhm.
paranoid in me. That's some heavy shit. Do you care to take us back to that time and place?
Yeah, like at the time, I was with this girl. Right? How many stories start like that? At the time, I was with this girl, and
Right,
she didn't like me rapping and shit. She was jealous about the shit. So
right.
at the time, I'm trying to please someone else. So I took a break from rap, and also like I felt like I wasn't getting nowhere with my shit. Like I had hit a ceiling,
Right.
and I felt like people weren't. I was dropping shit, and people weren't like supporting it. Like my own day ones weren't posting my shit. So I felt
Mm,
away, like anyone would, right? And I just talked about it because that's what I think music is. It's like an expression almost. Like I get to let out the bullshit that I got kind of pent up sometimes.
mm, right, right. Um, and then I remember Caesar Leone from back in the day on Hip Hop Canada.
Yeah,
Goes by Lazy Boy now.
yeah.
Shout out to him. I've seen that like is he your manager? I've seen he's producing some tracks. Maybe your manager. I don't know.
He's
What's
he's
that
like he's
relationship about?
he's like my Jimmy Hart, bro. Like he's
Right,
like my Jimmy Hart for real. Cause ever since I met him, it's like we locked in. We did an album together actually called Right Brothers,
right, right.
and ever since me and him locked in, it was like just brother shit, Like he would take me to his house. I hang out with his mom. I knew his family. I knew his brothers. He'd come to my house. He'd come to my fucking grandma's house, see my grandma.
Mm,
Like that was family, And he was just always, no matter what was going on with the music shit, he just always believed in me, bro. He never like you know, faded or swayed. It was just always nonstop belief. And he was always like pushing this brand called Committed for Life, you know,
Hmm.
C4L.
Okay.
And I feel like he really
I
believed.
vaguely remember that. I
Yeah,
vaguely
he would like
remember that.
promote parties and shit and do music and all
Right.
kind of shit. But
Right.
I feel like he really stuck to what the name of his business was.
Right. Right. Right.
Committed, you know, and it didn't waver, bro. So it's like the love I have for, like, if I want to do it for anyone, sure, I want to do it for like my mom and my daughter. But like next in line would be like Caesar, you know, like
Nice.
I want to be able to like take care of him too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when people really are in your corner like that. I got a few other homies too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like a lot, I'm not dissing any of my day ones. Like a lot of my brothers are good to me, you know.
Right.
But it's like you really just feel the support. Like you
Yeah.
don't gotta say nothing. It's just, you know.
I I feel like the world is built designed to pull you away from art. So you need those few people, man,
Yeah,
to keep
yeah.
your head in the game. You know what I mean?
So
So
Caesar's a certified Toronto veteran. Like with
yeah.
music shit, with the promotion shit, with the street shit. Caesar is a certified veteran in this shit. Like you ask anyone about Caesar Leone, they're gonna have
Right.
nothing but good shit to say. And
Right. Right.
that says a lot, bro. That says a lot for anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like that says a lot, bro. Been good.
So shout out to him. I know he's in here. You know, thanks for joining.
Caesar.
I wanted to ask you, like, all these eras of hip hop you've been involved in. Do you have experience with management and shit, like
No,
managers, different or anything like that on that level? Okay.
no. I mean, I had my friends manage me,
Right.
but that I never had a real manager. No,
Got it. Got it. Got it.
no.
I could have sworn you made a post where you were looking for a manager. Am I
Yeah,
crazy? Am I thinking that?
at one point we were looking for it, but at the end of the day, I don't know if really I have anything to manage. Like I think I could manage this shit my damn self with Caesar, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Got
I
it.
got a business mind now. I've been approaching shit differently the last few years, so
Right.
yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Um. Yeah, man. So you got a tune called 30 Plus off Two Way Mirror, another dope project. You got so many dope projects, man. Oh, yeah, there's the art. You dropped it earlier this year. It's a joint project with King Bandolero.
Mm.
And you say you don't trust people if they're unless they're 30 plus.
Yeah.
And you also made a post recently that like the old heads rapping better than the young heads.
Mm.
Are you tired of ageism in hip hop? Is that
No,
you
I
know?
don't give a fuck because none of these guys can beat me really. So it's like you could talk shit, but yeah, you're 40. I'm 42, sure, but like you can't beat me. So
Right.
no matter, like, yeah, I might be 42, but you can't beat me. If you go in a boxing ring and you're 23 and the next man's 42 and he knocks you on your shit, what does the age matter? You just got punched in your shit. So that's what rap is,
the,
really.
the the thing is, I feel like a lot of the kids, they're not even trying to sound like they're rapping.
Fuck the
It's like
kids.
beneath them.
I don't like, yo,
It's
this
just
is
a
real.
promotional tool. So
I do not make music. Like, I look on my age categories and shit. I do have a lot of
right,
20-year-olds tapped into the shit because there is a
right.
lot of 20-year-olds who know underground hip hop and they're tapped right the fuck in. But I make music for people my age, man. I make music for people who grew up off what I grew up off. There's
Right.
a big enough audience of old people who fuck with
Yeah.
underground rap. I don't got to pander to the children, bro. I'm not gonna be out here heel toe in and doing spins and shit.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, there are some young cats out there that could rap their ass off for sure, though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely,
for
100%.
sure. Um. So yeah. So gonna quote Iron Butterfly off YFRWN10. You're like, I stay
Butterfly
mis.
joint with Theo.
Sorry.
That's the joint with Theo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Theo's dope. But I remember him from back in the day
shout out
too.
Theo, legend.
Um. You're like, I stay mysterious. Don't do no rap shows. Stuck at a standstill, dropping like Jim the Anvil. Caught between being an antisocial plus an extrovert. I hope you brought a shovel. We got extra work. Who's gonna be the next to dirt? I throw them in Ohio holes. And how the hell can I stop? I feel like I am chose. How does being an introvert work out for you as an artist, Bad?
It's
Like I'm
fucked
pretty
up.
introverted to be honest too, outside of this show. So yeah,
It's good because I want to sit at home alone and cook music. So
right,
I get a lot of product by being an introvert. It's
right,
bad because like when I gotta go to social events and shit, you'll see me most times I'm just like standing by myself, you know. I'm always in my head.
right. Was it always like that, or like more like
Nah,
because right, right, got it, got it.
just trauma and bullshit, that you deal with growing up and shit you go through, especially as an adult. You start losing people. It fucks you up.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Um, you had another bar off a track. I lost track of what that track was called, but you said something like, "Yo, some new artist will come out and drop 2 songs and like surpass you," type
Hmm.
shit.
Hmm.
Uh, how does it feel like existing in this era where shit like that? Before there was like, you know, you had to go through certain institutions or appear certain places or this and that. Now it's like everything's kind of out the window, man. How,
Yeah.
how does that feel?
Um, it's cool. It don't really like it. I don't sweat it too much, but
Right,
it also lets me know that it's like that can work for me too. Same way.
absolutely makes sense. Yeah, that's the upside, right?
And the
Um,
upside of that would be like a new artist might have 2 songs, but if someone
yeah,
gets into my music, say they got into my music off Wave Grease and they go
yeah,
back on my Bandcamp, how
yeah,
much how much time did you spend listening to my discography? It took you a while, yeah.
yeah. I'm seeing a lot of posts where like people are like, sound like they know what they're talking about. Like, yo, you need that catalog. You can't just have a hit and there's nothing to come back to. You know what I mean? So
Ownership is important too, man.
yeah, man. So you told me you find your older music cringeworthy. You know what I mean? You've put out a lot of music. That shit was like state of the art for the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could listen to it, I could hear it's like industry, but like I'm placing it for the time, for your age, my age. I'm like that shit was dope, but I know you're critical of it. But I wanted to ask you, when do you think you really started making art? Like, do you consider your shit art, or is it just throwing shit
Heavy.
at the wall?
Heavy. Big art. Big art.
So
Super.
so when did your shit started becoming like officially like art for you? Does that make sense? What I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think it like even my first albums, like I always had some like conceptual creative shit. Even stuff that's not on the internet. But like I feel like I really tapped into this wave that I'm on now when I did Death Wish with Nugs.
I love that
And
project,
that was
man. I
also
fucking love that
that was
project.
the first project I ever like recorded myself and mixed myself and just put out.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
So Death Wish on it, I feel like I hit a different, and I also really started focusing on not doing what's current or following any
Yeah. That shit
Stop
was
doing
like
that altogether.
underground. That shit, you could call that shit underground for
Hmm.
sure, right? So that was the sort of turning point, you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Got it. Got it. So I want to go through some of the series because you've done a lot of conceptual work. Like, I'm not saying I'm in every form, but I feel maybe you don't get enough credit even for all the
No,
concept shit.
I definitely don't get enough credit for being first with a lot of shit.
Yeah, I, I,
Yeah.
I want people to hear this, right? Because we got incredible concept artists in like the underground lane right now. But peep some of this shit we're about to get into, right? So you got your Dragon Ball Z or Z inspired series. I think it's called the Saga series. So I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy, you know what I'm saying? But I could appreciate it for what it is. I
Mm.
think you dropped the first one in 2015, the latest in 2019. You got Super Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, and Boo Saga.
Yeah.
Did I get it in the right order?
Yeah, no, it was Frieza, Cell, Boo, and then Super Saga.
What inspired you to create this series? Were you like, yo, I got to get some Dragon Ball Z shit off my chest, or
No, like
or were
not
you like
even.
trying to hit a demographic or an objective with this shit? Like,
Oh, my boy like mentioned it to me. I was watching Frieza Saga box set, and I hadn't watched Dragon Ball since like YTV back in the day.
right.
So I had watched that fucking Frieza Saga, and then my friend Deke was like, "Yo, you should do a album, Frieza Saga," and I'm like, "Yo, I should." So then I got a bunch of producers to like sample Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
and put it together, and then that one was really big for me, man. That was a good one.
It's interesting because when I think concept albums, I don't know why I expected over sampled beats, but I turned this shit on because I missed that stuff, right? So I went back and I'm like, this is like trap beats, like modern
Yeah, it was
flows,
like,
but it's conceptual. I'm like, this dude is crazy. How's the fuck is he
yeah, it
making
was
this shit?
different.
Like, so
I was still trying to find my sound at that point too, right?
right.
So
Yeah, man. I think it's interesting because like it's probably were you trying to tap into the market of like like kids music sometimes where they're listening to video game songs because that they get millions and millions of streams. It might
No, I'm
be
not even smart like that. I'm just
right.
it just sounded cool, and so I did it. And
It
then
might be. Oh, go ahead, sir.
I got interviewed by Noisy,
Okay,
and at the time I had only watched like sporadic episodes on YTV, never in order. And I also had only watched the Frieza saga, so I didn't really know like everything about Dragon Ball Z at the time. So I did this interview with Noisy, and they fucking it was like, dog. I thought it was gonna be an interview. The man was just quizzing me about Dragon Ball Z
that's
on the
crazy.
phone,
Right.
right? And then at
Yeah.
the end of the interview, he's like, "Yo, I don't even think this guy really knows about Dragon Ball Z." Because I got a lot of the shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? So then there was controversy, bro, and it was like people were fucking arguing in the comments and arguing on my Bandcamp and fucking arguing on SoundCloud, and it blew the fuck up, bro. It blew up that way.
Right.
So
When I interviewed Danielson, he told me that that got you into Complex
yeah, I was on
magazine.
Complex, Noisy, Fader, whole bunch of shit.
So your high point in looks was from the Dragon Ball Z series, would you say?
Yeah, it was
That's
from doing
wild,
that.
bro.
So basically, like, this is what Wikipedia says. Someone showed me this shit. I was fucked up. They were like,
Right.
Kanye West, this other dude, I forget his name, man. Fuck, it's bad that I don't remember.
Right.
Rob something, and Sayzee are basically like credited for pioneering anime rap.
Yeah.
Because at the time it was like maybe people were doing it, but I don't think anyone did like a conceptual anime album about an anime people knew about. You know what I'm saying? So
See,
then that's how I met this guy, Anonymous, who's from Florida, and he's
mm,
huge. Like he's a big fucking deal now. He was a big deal back then. And I did a
right.
joint with him, and then that shit got me buzzing too, because we were doing a lot
Nice.
of anime references and shit.
It's pretty cool, right? Because I feel like people like in the underground, I'll call it like that Copenhagen lane sort of. Mickey Diamond is popularizing this shit again, but you've been on that shit, man, from way back, man.
Yeah,
So it's fucking cool to see, man. So
yeah.
yeah.
Like you said, I don't get credit for that shit though.
So I'm giving you credit now, man. Here we are, bro.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't
yeah,
need it,
but
but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like,
yo, we're talking hip hop here, right? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else are we doing here? You know what I mean? So yeah, but so so before I go into more of your discography, what period of time did you take a break from music again?
it was
What
like
was it?
2015, 16, 17-ish.
Okay, gotcha. And like, what pulled you out, and what did it take you to get your head back in the game? Because it's brutal starting up again, man,
I just
isn't
got
it?
I just got discouraged, bro, and I wasn't feeling it, and I wasn't confident in my shit. Like, I felt like I wasn't good enough for some shit.
Right,
So I stopped, and then I started up again, and then like recording myself really helped me get into some shit and like start sounding different, and like I kind of like perfected and crafted my style over those years of recording myself. So that's
right.
like 8 years now. Like I haven't even. I think I've been to a studio probably like 20 times in the last 8 years. Like other than that,
So 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 you're in an 8 year run right now. Then is that right?
no, I
Was
would
there
say
set?
like my real run, like the last 2 years, I've been on a real run. Like because
Okay,
everything's quality, and I can go back to those albums, and I'm not like, oh, this is trash. Like. Maybe some of the mixes were a little shoddy because I was still learning, but
yeah.
you know,
No, like, bro, your most of your projects are fucking. I'd call them dope. You know what I'm saying? Most of
thank
them,
you,
to be honest.
thank you.
Not all of it I would play back because it's on my mind is not there anymore. But it was fucking dope nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? So and the last 6 7 years, I fuck with most of your work, bro. So you know what
Have
I
you
mean?
heard the
So
growth? Like, do you hear the growth when you went back, and now you hear the new shit that I'm putting out?
you see, I think you're always incredible. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
Thank
when
you.
you were shitting on yourself back then, I thought you were state of the art. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just see you. Like I said, you don't give a fuck anymore. That's what it sounds like, and that's what makes the music fresh. And obviously, you're going more in the underground lane. I feel like with your style of rapping, it's like off the wall, and that works very well for underground sounds. You know what I'm
People
saying?
like people like
I don't know if you
creativity.
agree.
Yeah, people want to hear bars. People want to hear creativity.
Yeah,
Um, and people don't want to hear like people saying the same fucking shit everyone else is saying, I guess.
Yeah. That's the other thing I'm impressed about, man. Like again, I didn't make it very far in music in retrospect, but I spent a lot of years writing, and like all of your references, punchlines, nothing is regurgitated. It's all fresh. Like I never heard anyone say it like that. Like every track, that's remarkable shit, man. You
Thank
know what
you.
I mean? That's what makes hip hop interesting for me still. You know what I mean? So yeah, so there you go, man. Um, so going back to more theme projects, you got your wrestling theme projects, right? So
Yeah.
you dropped Caesar Ramon in 2013. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've seen this as a fan favorite of fan favorite for your fans, and it was cool seeing you were on that wrestling theme shit back then, where rappers sort of intertwining the wrestler's life with the MC's life. We've been seeing a lot of it recently.
Yeah.
Mickey Diamond's Ric Flair series is fucking amazing. That's the most recent one.
I didn't check
Peep.
that. I'll check that though.
Yeah, worth checking out for sure. Had you ever heard someone do a wrestling concept project back then, or do you feel like you're maybe the first one to do this? I don't think I
Uh,
ever heard a full out wrestling concept
no,
album.
at the time I never heard of a full out wrestling concept. This is way before like West Side Gun was doing that shit. So
Right.
I didn't take it off that. I know a lot of people do it now, which is cool. Like wrestling's not mine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I definitely been a wrestling fan my whole life, and it definitely like I don't know. After I did it, Wale fucking stole the whole concept and put himself
Did he?
in here as Razor Ramon and shit, and
Really?
yeah, made a
Okay.
song. Yeah.
To me,
So
I feel like Action Bronson brought it back with the references in my mind, or made it
Action
front and center.
Bronson,
Do you
yeah,
agree? Do
he
you
was
agree?
early doing it for sure. He was early doing it.
Not all out though. He wasn't going all out. It was just like references.
I
Yeah.
had never seen like at the time like my boy drew that. You know, shout out my man Marco. He did a lot of my project cover art. And at the time, like I don't think anyone ever like drew their face on Razor Ramon's body with the ring and then the whole concept behind it. You know, there was a lot of like conceptual shit
Yeah.
about wrestling. But I think that SummerSlam album I just did is way more conceptual than Cesar Ramon was. Because at the time, I was still trying to make like, I got to make a hit record. I got to try to make a hit record. So I'm
Yeah.
rapping over like Jamaican rhythms on there, like doing all kind of weird shit.
It's crazy that you do concept albums over that kind of product. I still find it crazy, but so
At the time, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's a long
yeah,
time ago.
yeah, but so let's plug your new project. It just dropped SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And that's you consider your follow up to Caesar Ramon. How has the response been so far? Would you say?
Yeah, A1.
Yeah,
A1.
great.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like all the reviews, like every review that I've read so far has been super fucking positive.
Do you feel like it's mostly wrestling fans that are jumping over it or on
I
it, or
hope
do
it
you?
is. I hope it is. You know what I mean? Like that's for sure. Also like I don't know if you know I did the song for New Day and they played it at
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I was gonna ask you. Yeah, yeah,
So that's what really inspired me to get back into the summer to do SummerSlam was basically SummerSlam is the next pay per view coming up. So
right.
I should have maybe waited a little bit, but I wanted to get this out because I got a lot of other albums that are done that I got to get out. You know what I'm saying? So sitting on
Sh-
too much work.
Shout out Rap Olympus Media. He's like SummerSlam Fire. I know he's a big supporter of
Rapping,
yours.
they
He's out in
support me.
NY, right? Yeah.
They've been supporting me forever too, man. Like
Yeah.
shout out Rap Olympus, man. And they got a radio show every Sunday, and it's fire.
Nice.
It's like nothing but dope fire. Like I found out about a lot of dope artists from listening to the show. So make sure you guys tap in.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, all the
Uh,
reviews been good, bro. Like everything's been good. The video, I got the video for Mean Gene Machine. That's just
so
fire. Shout out Tyler and Create.
so when I first heard about the project, man, only because there's been quite a few wrestling projects, I was like, I didn't know how excited I was, but then I
Yeah.
gave it a listen. I'm like, you're the type of MC that makes the shit fun though. You're a lyrical high risk maneuvers, man. Like you say shit differently, and that's what it's all about. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah. That's the art.
yeah, man. So I see that's your first vinyl drop. Is that right?
Yeah, my
Which
first
which is
one. Yeah.
kind of interesting. Any reason you didn't drop vinyls earlier? Like I assume you've been pushing physicals from time to time. I'm
Yeah,
guessing,
we've been doing
but
CDs with like DITCD and shit. That's my homie from out Hawaii. So he does a lot of like exclusive editions. Like my last, I don't know, 6, 7 since I did Smoke Wave with Gasol. I
okay.
tapped in with him through Gasol. So then we've been doing that. But yo, this is my first vinyl.
Congrats.
Shout out 187 Records. Like they reached out to me and were like, "Yo, we want to put SummerSlam on vinyl." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's go!" Like,
Shout
and
out Vegas 7. Thank you for
yeah,
joining,
man.
man. The legend. Look at this.
My
Some
man
serious
from
legends in
Montreal put
here.
me on. So he was the first person who ever reached out. Like, yo, we want to put this on vinyl. Nobody ever reached out to me, so I never had one done. Like, I never
So,
wanted to do like 500 copies because I don't know if I could sell that many.
yeah, you got to start
You know what I'm
small.
saying? So I want to
Yeah,
build it,
yeah.
but I know that if this vinyl goes good and people are into it, then I got 28 fucking albums I could go back and do all my
Oh,
classics.
shit. Oh, my God, yeah.
YFWN1, you know what I mean?
So at your peak, whatever you feel your peak is, right?
Yeah. Like all my, I would do like, first I would do all my classics probably. Like the joints that the fans say are classic. Sayzee
Right,
Ramon, I would do that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. So do you think vinyl is going to be integral moving forward, or
yo, I was
to
talking
what
to
you?
like I was talking to Daniel son when we were at a studio session, and he really like put me onto the sauce, bro. Like he was showing me and like telling me like this
Yeah,
is what you do, like bong bong bong.
Him and Future Wave got it on
Future Wave,
lock,
bro.
bro.
Like you know, shout out Future Wave.
Yeah,
Like those guys are scientists, bro. So like I'm really just
yeah.
listening and learning off people. Like you know, like what Daniel son like put me on. He basically told me, he gave me the recipe, right? So I gotta cook now, like.
So I read the description of SummerSlam, and you draw some like heavy parallels between the wrestling world and the hip hop world. Can
Big
you
time.
can you illustrate those for us? Because I thought it was interesting, man.
Yeah, man, because like when you're an independent wrestler, like I don't know if people think you're hopping on a fucking plane first class to the next event or some shit like that, but it's not like that. Like you're packing your own shit, you're hucking your gear, you're throwing it in a fucking truck or a car, you're driving 3,000 miles with three other fucking guys in the car. Like the shit
Right,
is a hustle, and like
right.
that's exactly how we were doing shows. We were selling CDs out our trunk. We were hustling. I used to sell bootleg DVDs and shit. Like I used to be on it. Like so, that whole aura of like DIY and like really just having to hustle your ass off or you're not going to eat the next day, that resonates so much with underground hip hop, especially,
Right. Yeah. No. When I read your description, I'm like, damn, it is similar. It sounds similar.
bro. Super
Um.
similar.
So I want to get back to your WWE song. Like, how did that come together? I think it's featuring Def Rebel and Mega Ran. Listen, I
Yeah,
haven't been following wrestling for like 2 decades probably, but
fair.
but that's pretty cool, man. How did that come together, man?
So Austin Creed found out about me through the Dragon Ball Z shit and posted my shit one time. And I was like, damn, like I knew who he was. I didn't really watch like I had fallen out of wrestling. I was huge like my whole younger years
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah.
I was big. And then like, you know, like once like Roman Reigns and all that shit was kind of popping, I wasn't really
Mm,
into it at the time. I was doing other shit. But
right.
I saw he posted my shit, right? And I was like, damn, like, yo, this guy's got like a million fucking something followers. And he reached out and he's like, bro, I just found your Dragon Ball Z shit randomly on Spotify. Your shit is fucking raw. Like, you don't mind if I post it? I want to use your song in like a little skit thing I'm doing for his video
Yeah.
and shit. So he used my song on his video game skit. And then we were just in contact. Like, he gave me his number. He would shout me out and shit. He was cool. So he was super humble and chill. So we built like a friendship. So he was coming out. He had won King of the Ring, or he was gonna win King of the Ring, or he won King
Right.
of the Ring, and he's like, "Yo, I need a
Right.
King of the Ring song. I got
Wow.
Mega Ran, my boy, on it." And he
Is
had
he
already
Canadian?
produced
He's
it.
Canadian or
No, he's from
Canadian?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, and Xavier's from the state somewhere. I don't know really where he's from, to be honest, but he's from the
Got
state
it.
somewhere. But so he collabed me with this like nerdcore rapper Mega Ran, and he was doing this shit in Phoenix. We did a song called APA, like Acolyte Protection Agency, Ron Simmons,
Okay.
Terry Bradshaw. So we had worked, and then Austin kind of set that song up. He's like, I want to hear you guys together. So we had made the song. Then he's like, yo, I want you guys to make my King of the Ring song. So I'm like, damn,
Wow.
like, bro, WWF is asking me to make a fucking song. Like, that's the craziest shit. So we ended up doing it, and he used it, and he came out to it like, 10 times as he was King of the Ring. He held on to it or whatever. He used to come out with the crown. Our song would be playing and shit. It was crazy.
Were
So
were you there
now,
live? Were you there live when they played this shit? 'Cause I think
yeah, I watched it live. Yeah.
I thought you were maybe in the stadium or
No, I
whatever,
wasn't in the stadium. No,
arena
it
or
wasn't in
whatever.
Toronto. So no, I wasn't there.
Right. Got it. So look,
But
this might sound funny, but I wanted to ask you, like, you're into wrestling, you're into Dragon Ball Z, I guess. Uh,
sure.
what does that do for you? You know what I mean? As a grown man, I'm being honest. What
What does it
like,
do for me as a grown
yeah,
man? Like, if
yeah,
you look in my living room, like I got lots of video games and shit. Like I like
Right.
video games. I'm into that type of shit. I've always been into that type of shit. So that's just what I do. That's just me. But that's a lot of that in my music.
Got it, bud. Got it. So want to get back to another dope series of yours. You've done a lot of conceptual shit. Somebody tell Alchemist we did a tape series. So
Yeah.
between 20, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. Between 2021 to 2024, you dropped 3 mixtapes in that series.
Yeah.
By the way, part 3, my first time listening to it, I thought it was one of the best displays of bar writing front to back I've heard it in a minute, to be honest with you. So that was all over Alchemist Beats. Do you know if I assume you're trying to get his attention? Was that the objective?
Was that?
You're trying to get his attention, I assume?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted him to hear me killing his beats. Yeah, for sure.
Do you know if he heard anything or any signs?
He didn't hear that shit. He didn't hear none of that shit. None of it.
Right.
Right. I mean, maybe he did. He didn't sue me, so I don't think he heard it.
Right. I don't think he's gonna sue you, but that shit's not on Spotify though. It's on Bandcamp, right?
Yeah, I can't put it on. I didn't want to put it on Spotify because I don't have the rights, you know.
Yeah.
I did sneak like 2 or 3 joints on there though.
Yeah.
Low key, they didn't figure it out. So
I recommend you guys start with part 3, bud. That was fire. So then you got Delta Variant, Delta Cron, various producers, 2 different projects. I don't know. That shit was fire. I don't know if there was a concept behind that.
Not really. It was during COVID.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it was during COVID, and it was 80 Rock from Montreal and Nugs from Toronto. They did all the beats.
Right.
Yeah.
You think COVID is what sparked you to go hard again with the music?
For sure. Yeah, I was in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really follow the rules or nothing, but like nothing was open. So where the fuck am I going? Like, you know?
Yeah. Then you got 2 projects with Nugs. I'd say he's a Canadian legend as well of a producer. You got 2020 Death Wish. We talked about that one.
Yeah.
And then you got Dystopian Ninja.
Yeah.
Another concept album, man. So all over the place with the concepts. I'm just gonna run through a couple more things here, man. You got 2 projects with Big Sprox, another legend of a Canadian producer, man. 2020 Doomsday Device Fire, 2021 No Mercy with Richie Sosa, another Canadian veteran.
Hold on.
Go
ahead. Gotta stop. When we talk about the God,
stop wherever you want.
We talk about the God.
Break it down. Go ahead.
Talk about the God, Richie Sosa.
Go ahead.
Yo, Richie Sosa, guy's an alien, bro. That's all. Salute Richie Sosa, guy's a fucking alien. I wish he would rap more. I tried to get him to come to my crib and lock in. He's just an everywhere kind of guy, you know?
Right. You guys are from the same class, I would say, right? You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah.
Then you got 2 projects with Tool Man. I remember him again from Hip Hop Canada.
Yeah.
You got 2013 Age of Aquarius, industry type shit for those times and flows. It was dope. And then you got Taxi Drivers, recorded around 2010. You dropped in 2022. Tell us a bit about Toolman. It seems like he was like a foundational producer for you. He's a hell of a producer, by the way. I was listening.
Yeah, he's really good. He's with a group called Tribe Called Red. They might have, they changed their name. Hallucination.
Right.
They're a really big like native hip hop electronic music, like they do live shit. But they do like festivals. Toolman is good. Toolman, like he made it. Toolman's chilling, you know. So it's great to see someone I came up with chilling. He's good.
When you say he made it, what do you mean he made it?
Like he's like in the music industry. He's
okay.
He had a Fortnite skin and a Nike shoe, bro. He made it.
Oh shit.
Fucking made it. You know what I'm saying? Like he made it. So that was one of the most influential producers that I ever worked with, and he helped me handcraft my style big time.
I was reading in the description. Do you live on like a reservation or something like that?
Yeah, I lived on a Six Nation, like Oswego and shit, outside of Hamilton.
Wow.
Yeah. So I used to go out there and make music.
That's dope. That's interesting, man.
I'm good on the res, dog. From east to west, that's one thing I will say. Ask Caesar. We're good on the res, dog. That's one thing I will say. We rock with the natives, bro. The natives are fucking big time.
Dope, man. So I'm going through a catalog, man. I gotta stop running linearly through the catalog. It's a bit boring, but I'm gonna break it up here. I'm scared I'm boring the listeners, but I think we have to acknowledge all your work. You know what I'm saying? So, I wanted to ask you during all this time, like, you know what I mean, before 2010 through now, what kind of engagements are you having with the industry? Are you rubbing shoulders with the industry, you would say, or not really?
I never had a meeting. I've never been in the office. I've never been reached out to. I never had none of that shit ever, ever.
Nothing.
Never been
Wow.
a situation on the table.
Right.
Nothing worth value to speak on.
Do you accredit that to being in Canada, or
I
do you
credit that to
think do you think maybe you
self
could have been
sabotage,
in different rooms, or what do you think?
self sabotage, and I think a lot of people are threatened by me still to this day.
Because of your talent type of thing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not a big guy. Yeah, because my talent.
Yeah. Yeah. And what is what kind of self-sabotage? Like your own worst enemy? Your
Yeah,
worst critic?
I'm a very negative person, and I automatically, from trauma that I grew up with and shit I went through, I automatically think the worst outcome in every situation, and I have to
Right.
like psych myself out not to feel that way.
Yeah. No, I inherited a lot of that shit from blood too, so I know what it is to shake that shit for sure, man. But
Uh,
bro, you're fucking amazingly talented. If no one told you recently, bad, so keep
thank
it
you,
up, brother.
thank you,
So
bro.
so yeah, man. So just gonna call out your remaining like individual projects because they're all fire. 2025, you got Two Way Mirror with King Bondolero. I believe he's from Toronto as well. You got Stained Glass. I believe that's all you rapping, produced by Mali Abstract Fire.
Yeah, from
2024,
Atlanta.
you. Oh, go ahead.
Molly's from Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. 2024, you got Smoke Wave. You and Jamal Gasol.
Ooh,
Dope project.
Hooker. Yeah, that one's hard.
One of my favorites though is Sayzee Tone, also from 2024. You got Tone Mason produced that. We actually kind of talked about that. Sorry, I want to talk about Sun Is Out. You and Tone are going back and forth. I'm going to
Yeah,
be dead honest with you. There's not too many people that can rap with you. You know what I'm saying?
he
I
did.
feel Tona can rap with
Yeah,
you,
he
man.
did. He's
And
a
that was
legend.
fire. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. What's that? What's your relationship like with Tona, man? He's one of the best, man.
Yeah, me and
I'm out,
Tona always
out
been
here.
cool. Me and Tona like since a long time. I've known Tona a long time. I was on a few hooks like of his back in the day, and we did a few like feature. I was on like featured on Freedom Writers album, and a couple of albums where we were just always like in the same perimeter. You know what I'm saying? So then we just one day we kept talking shit, and we kept saying like, let's do an album, and like we talked about it for a few months. And then one, like we would always say like sun is out, like just always talking shit, sun is out. So that's why we ended up calling the project the Sun Is Out. But once we locked in, we did that project quick. That was like a month and a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It
You
was
guys gotta do another one eventually. I think
we
it
we
sounds like
actually
it will.
have, I think we're like 4 joints into the second one.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Dope, man. So gonna fast forward backwards here or rewind. 2018 Holy Smoke, produced by Kevin Rowley.
yeah.
That's got one of your highest played songs, Panama. Is
Anima.
that? Would you call that a drill beat? I don't even fucking
No,
know
it's
what
it's
that's
more
like.
trap. I'd say trap.
Trap.
Yeah,
And how did that one take off? That's like 450K. Like that's distinctly your highest played song on Spotify. How did that
yeah.
one
I don't
take
know,
off?
man. I don't like the song. I'm not a huge fan of the song.
Right. Yeah. Not my favorite, but it's industry music. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, you
So
know what? Back then, when that blew up, everything was like, this is previous to all these fucking stupid algorithms. So
right.
natural, organic. If people were saving your shit, it started showing up on more people's shit. So as people were saving my shit, it just started like rolling, and then I got added to like a lot of major playlists. Like most of my plays that I get on Spotify, it's when I get added to like an editorial playlist. I don't know who I got over there who fucks with my
Right.
shit, but I've been
Right.
added like a lot. Like I've been on editorial playlists like 30 times, 40 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Got it. And then the last project I'm going to mention, 2017. It's called self-titled Sayzee. Um, that was like some trap shit, and like you're fully going into trap mode with the ad libs and all that. I'm like, this dude is like, I don't know, like most rappers have a certain pocket or a few pockets, but for
yeah,
you, it's like it doesn't matter,
I
man.
got
So I
lots
was
of
like,
jeans. I got lots of jeans, bro. Lots of pockets. Lots of
there
pockets.
you go, bud. There you go. There you go. So look,
Yeah, but that was the first. If you want me to touch on that, that was the first
yeah, go ahead.
album. That was the first album I ever freestyled everything. As you can
Okay.
tell. As you can tell.
Sounded polished though. It sounded
It's all
polished,
right.
bro.
Like, if for what it is, it was cool at the time. Like, it worked for me at the time, right? And
Yeah.
that was what was important for me at the time.
It's not my kind of music, but I respect it for how you execute it. I know what that sound is, and you nailed it to me. And you know what I'm saying? So
Not my kind of music either.
right.
Well, you know what? I got a song on there called "I'm Not Cool." It's
Right.
it's in honor of my friend Rough Pup, and it used the Legend of Zelda sample, and that one went big too. Like, people were fucking with that one because Legend of Zelda, obviously, right?
Yeah. So thanks for bearing with that, everyone in attendance, man. I just had to run it down because like this shit is fire, man. That it's a serious catalog, man.
Yeah.
So wanted to ask you this question though. With all the different bags you get into as an artist, do you feel that that presents challenges to growing your fan base, or do you think that works in your favor?
It grew challenges because I kept getting different people every album because everything had a distinct sound.
Right.
So I feel like once I targeted more of a boom bap hard rapping lane, and I'm good at that shit anyway, so it's like I felt like once I targeted that, people started paying more attention. But they slept for a long time too. Like 6 years I was doing that, nobody was paying attention to what I was doing really.
Do you feel like you're here to stay in the underground? Do you think that you're staying in this lane, or it's hard to say?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely like I don't want to make anything else. I can still make other joints. Like I got a lot of joints on my hard drive that sound different than what I'm putting out. But that's
Yeah,
just I like lyrical. Like I just want to keep my dexterity good, man. I want to be able.
yeah.
If a young boy wants a feature, I want to be able to get on that shit and kill it like a grown man, but not sound cringe or corny.
See, for me on my platform for the last 3 years, I've been presenting artists to my following, which is a diverse group of
Yeah.
people from different cities, and I'm like, I want these people to understand what Sayzee's about. Which version of Sayzee am I gonna show them? Which video? You know what I'm saying?
Always show
So
them my last work because that's where I'm at right now.
right. Yeah, man. But again, as someone that really spent years trying to do this shit himself, I'm just impressed technically with how you did all these things, man.
Thank you,
So
bro.
shout out to you. And I feel like some people can tell you, stay in a lane or do this and that. But there's also some people that are so talented. You're like, you know what? Let him just do whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna do
let
it
the person do
regardless
what he
now.
wants. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, like
yeah,
now I feel like I'm hard headed now because like I know that I can get traction off doing exactly what I want and I don't have to conform my music to like fit in or none of that fucking gay shit. Like I'm not with that shit. I just feel like there's so much more to being an artist than making fucking content every day or doing a fucking luggage review or showing off the nice new shirt you bought. Like nobody really gives a fuck, fam. Like I'll be real with you. I see people
yeah,
flexing every day on shit that they probably went into fucking debt to buy. I don't give a
yeah.
fuck, bro. I don't look at this man different because he's got a Rolex. Does
Right,
nothing for me, dog. And like
right,
that comes with age. I think young
right.
people when you're younger, like I used to be caught up bad, bro. Jewelry, fucking looking this, like having
Fear of
all the
missing
fucking
out. Fear of missing out.
yeah,
Right? Shit. Yeah.
designer, all the bullshit. Like I was into all that shit for a long time, bro. And in reality, it's like I was just trying to fit in with everyone else, bro. Once I became my true self and like figured out, like yo, I'm fucking hard, bro. Like no matter what somebody says about me, I know I'm hard as a person. Like I like who the
Yeah.
fuck I am. I like what I like, and I like what I do. So it's like at this age, it's like dog, the phase me takes a lot, bro. Like
Yeah.
a lot, man. Like I don't know.
So look, I have a closing question. I always do a closing question specific to the person I'm interviewing. This one's gonna be a little heavy though. Like, I saw you make a funny post the other day of like a Chinese old guy on a boat, like carrying his bag on a stick,
With the
like on the
birds,
river, and you're like,
with
"This
the
is my
birds.
retirement plan."
Yeah.
And I just look for me. I think it's like honorable to go out as an artist. You know what I'm saying? But do you feel like this is it? You're ready to finish your life as an artist type of shit? It's
Nah,
all
bro.
in from here.
I feel like I feel like a new artist, bro.
Okay,
I feel like everything I did up to now was just training day for tomorrow type shit.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Some
like,
serious training, bro.
yeah, like bro, like I said now, it's like I'm at a point where I just sit down and the music is just automatic. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's trash. I know like if I'm rapping to my highest ability or if I'm being lazy, but I don't know if the shit's good till I put it out and then I see if it resonates, you know? And
Right.
I feel like I'm a new artist because I've learned so much even over the last 2 years. And I
It's
feel like if I stay consistent like this and I'm tearing shit up, how the fuck could they keep sleeping on me? Like, you're gonna wake up one day, or if I die, my daughter's gonna be good because my discography might take off because people are like, yo, this fucking kid was crazy and we didn't even know. You know?
fire, man. I honestly respect people that go out on their shield with this art shit, man. It's not
I
for the
love it.
faint of
I
heart,
love it,
bro, man.
bro.
It's
I love
amazing,
this
man.
shit. I want to sit
So
down and record right after this interview because I love this shit, bro. Like,
it's amazing, bud.
yeah, man.
And the amount of we got Rap Olympus here, Rap Seminar, myself. Who else is
Uh,
in here, man? We, Corner Pocket, I think.
Corner
So
pocket. Shout out,
we
man.
definitely got your back, man. So just wanted to ask, man, before we depart, what's next for Sayzee? I know you got two projects I'm very excited about. Do you want to tell us about those?
I got four. I got four joints, four albums after SummerSlam. The next one is gonna be Lupara.
Oh
Um,
shit!
so Sayzee Lupara, it's like 9 producers from all over the world, international super spy group. These guys are fucked. We did a whole album, 14 joints,
S-
a lot of switch ups. It's crazy. The whole album is fucked.
Super. Can I tell a story about the Par for a second?
Please do.
So the homie Shoddy from Miami, I think he's the second project I ever produced, right?
Yeah.
And when he was dropping his Lupar project just recently, which is fire,
Yeah,
I was
super
telling him
fire.
about you. I'm like, yo, peep this guy Sayzee. Like he's at the top of the game from Toronto. I think you guys should work. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm seeing like you're working on it. You're the next one. I'm like this fucking small world, you know.
We did it quick
So
too, bro. Like they sent
yeah,
the beats, I banged out. I was in the mood for like 3 weeks. We banged out, and the album's been done since like August. Or no, not
yeah,
August. I'm tripping. The album's been done since like December, January.
right.
And then
Okay,
also I did an album with Finn. No explanation
that
needed.
that I'm waiting for, but too,
Yeah,
man. Looking
I did
crazy.
15 joints with Finn. We got some crazy features on there too, like Daniel Son, Shad, Lord Juco. Fuck, who else? We got some.
Shad, eh? Wow.
Yeah, weird crossover, but yeah, we got Shad on the joint.
Yeah.
Um, so that album's done. That's 15 joints as well. That's been done since like December. I went crazy like after YFWN. I did like 3 projects, bro. So
Right.
everything's just kind of been sitting like, and then you know what I mean. I kind of just been putting shit out gradually, skip a
Yeah.
month here and there. But I put a project out in February, April, June so far.
Hmm.
So now it'll be like August, September, and then I'm doing Smoke Wave 2 with Gasol, Jamal Gasol. Shout out Jamal Gasol. I know him for like 20 years, so that's easy. And then I'm doing Sun Is Out 2 with Tona as well. So
Holy shit,
oh,
man.
and I'm doing Sayzer Tone 2 we're working on too.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
man.
all these guys want to
Crazy.
do part 2s, and I wanted to do part 2, so we're doing part 2s.
You're definitely pushing the pace out here, man. So look, it's honestly a trip to talk to you. I knew of you back then. I honestly bowed out of like digging for hip hop for many years, came back, started this platform. It's a trip I'm talking to you because I know of you from back then. It's been an honor, man. So thank you for sharing your time.